agree with. Well, I heard what Chris said. Yeah, if you want me to react
Go on,
to that.
yeah,
No, look, I think
that and then we'll move on.
No, look, Mike Dodds. The number of players that have improved and have been brought into the first team, and Watson's a good example. Mike Dodds, I think, has got to take some credit for all that. He's involved with a squad of players over the last few years that have really improved, and obviously we've sold players and we've made profit. So that's good. I don't think he particularly. It was a difficult period for him to be put in charge of a Sunderland team that was lacking in certain areas, and when he had to make some big decisions, and there was a lot of games where we weren't particularly good to watch, and I think that's where he got criticism. Now look, if he goes and does a similar thing at Wycombe, he will get the same.
Well, how are you doing, everyone? At the ground where I can't stand playing. The Riverside. John Boy says, hi Matt and Cabby. I want to know, how do you join the video chat? If you've got Discord, mate, it's easy to do. So on the poll, I said how we're going to do today. So 72% say win, 0% so far I said a lose, and a draw of 28%. Good evening, Richard Renwick. How are you doing? Helpful Viper, how are you doing? Are you doing well? Are you well? Are you well? But yeah, the young lad we've signed on loan to the end of the season looks a good prospect, Viper. I believe he is having a medical today. Apart from that, a little bit disappointed if that's all we are going to be doing. John Boy, this is the live match commentary tonight. This is the Middlesbrough game. We'll be doing the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davey show after the game, because it's played on a Monday night. Usually you have the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davey show on a Monday. But instead, we'll be having the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davey show transfer deadline special on this channel straight after the match. Don't go anywhere. Dave will be joining us. You're welcome to join John Boy after the match if you want. And we're going to be going straight to the transfer deadline day, see if there's anything that we're going to fetch in. You're more than welcome to join. No, you're alright, John Boy, mate, not to worry. But if you haven't got Discord, oh, you can't hear us, hold on. Testing. That should be a lot better. There we go. Must have knocked the mute button by mistake. But John Boy, yeah, all you need to do is get a Discord. If you haven't got it, just download Discord on Google, create an account, and then I can add you to the MACKEM, CABBIE server, and you can just join us tonight. You're more than welcome. Away at CABBIE, we need a right winger. Yeah, I know we do. I fancy a win tonight. Come on, eh? MACKEM Pastor Alex from VPA. Hello, good sir. Did it finish 0-0? No. Has your fire stick run out of credits? It hasn't even started yet, Pastor Alex. So hope you can hear me a little bit better now. Jaden Dan's 3 goals in 100 minutes. Apparently so. Yes, I do have a Discord server, indeed. Like I say, anybody's welcome to join the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davey show on a Monday night and a Friday. If you want to come and join us on the video, or if you don't want to show your face, you can just tune in with audio only. Oh, dear me. Watching it on the dodgy tonight, but dropping a like anyway. Well, thanks a lot, James. It means a lot, mate. Thank you. Good evening, Fernie, the Leeds United fan who was storming the championship at the minute, banging the goals in for fun. Says, evening, CABBIE and everyone, big game tonight. Yep, it certainly is. Johnny Boy says, love watching your live video. Thank you very much, mate. Like I say, if you want, come and join us tonight. Good evening to Luty. Tonks, it is on ITV4 Live. You can watch it anywhere you want. You more than welcome to join the banter in here, of course. But yeah, I'll be disappointed if that's all we're going to be doing in the January transfer window, to be honest with you. A lot of us were saying like we still need that recognised striker. Right, just getting some stuff sorted out. Just bear with us a second. Any signings, CABBIE? Nothing from us. We're still trying to get Archer. I think your squad's good enough as it is, mate, to win this league, to be honest with you, Fernie. Richie Rennick says, watching it on ITV for on mute and listening to CABBIE. Well, very kind of you, Richie. Thank you. Hello, Dougie Stewart. Just going on the apparently the Tommy Watson deal is off. Going to Brighton. Need more alternative commentary. I know. I didn't have time to do the Derby County one because I just work and it was late at night, and we need something to win on a Saturday. But if I win tonight, it'll be fun to do one. John Smiles, good evening, CABBIE. Do you have any more transfer news? Just the fact that it looks like the deal is off with Tommy Watson going to Brighton. They've not met Sunderland's demands, which is good for a change, instead of us being like a walkover. So that's good to hear. Richie, me too. Hiya, Stuart. Yeah, all right, Jerry, mate, how you doing? But no, I will be disappointed if that's all we're doing this January transfer window. It doesn't send a very strong message to me. Basically, if we are, well, if that's all we're doing, basically. Who knows? Might be wrong. You just never know what's going to happen, do you? But yeah, I would be disappointed. And of course, yeah, we've still got Mundell to come back, Watson to come back, which is going to make a huge, huge difference. But Sunderland really need to put 3 or 4 wins on the bounce together to get right back in the top 2 again, you know, or get back in the top 2. It's no good us doing a win and then a draw, and then a win, and then another draw, and then a win, and then a win, and then 2 draws and 1 defeat. We've got to put a few wins on the bounce. That's what we've got to do.
Easily done, Isidore. Wonderful goal.
Total Sport Northeast.
Nick Barnes and Gary Bennett, MBE.
BBC Radio Newcastle.
So I'll give the teams in a moment. They're warming up as I speak.
Hello, Plate Zone UK. How you doing? Good news, Watson, no deal, better for us. I know. I go to the home game, I seen Roberts shooting on target. Yeah, I know. He's not been his best, has he? I do reckon it'll be Roberts' last season for Sunderland. I really do. Richard says, alright, Cabbie, I reckon 2-2 tonight, but hopefully we will turn them over, mate. Surprised to see Ballard on the bench again. A lot of people are surprised to see Meander on the bench. Good evening, Andrew Moore. How are you doing? Are you alright? I don't know. I mean, what do you lads and lasses think in the chat? I mean, would you be pleased if that's all we did this January transfer window? Just that striker from Liverpool? Or do you not think, oh, we don't need any more? Was that you that asked for dinner plates? Sorry, mate, I don't know what you're on about, Plates on UK. No, not me. Dinner plates, no. We've had enough now, maybe. Yeah, all good here, sir, says Andrew. Right. If we win tonight, I will be happy, says Johnny Boy. Oh, God's sake, absolutely. So have you checked out, Johnny Boy, if you've got Discord or not? Have you had a look? Elpel Viper says, if Sunderland don't get Dan's, complete waste of transfer market. Well, I think he's up here having a medical, isn't he, as we speak? I'm sure he is, or he's already had one. How says Richard, Plate Zone UK. Bum, 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 bum. Plate Zone UK. I don't know, might have got confused. Some guy rang my phone months ago asking if I sold dinner plates. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe if you're going to sell dinner plates, it's a good business. Give the angry manager a ring. He might be able to help you. Etienne says, we need someone on the right wing. Roberts is not good enough. Like I said, I think it's Roberts' last season for Sunderland. I really do. Roberts is just becoming very stale. You're on your laptop. Yeah, just type in Google, Johnny. Just type in Discord and just download it, mate. That's all you do. And just register. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, mate. Cabbie needs cat dinner plates. Davey needs them for his dogs. Hello. Looks like Pastor Alex is going for a walk. He's maybe ordering some dinner plates. Pastor Alex. Well, you won't be able to get dinner plates. It'll be more like straw plates up there, won't it? Oh, let's just let us know if you download it, mate. We'll help you, and yeah, you're welcome to come on and join the show tonight. It's not a problem. So it looks like Sunderland are in their white and sort of blue and greeny sort of strip, like the FA Cup 92. Apparently Leeds United unlikely to sign anybody. They look like they're done. Well, I think their squad's pretty good enough, isn't it, really? And Celtic have rejected West Ham's improved offer for striker Daniel Cummins. It's understood the Hammers will no longer pursuing a deal in this window. And of course, this is who Sunderland were linked with as well. Ambient, how are you doing? Are you well? Fernie says you need to sign quality players who are good enough for the Premier League. It's because Fernie, that gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, isn't it, between the Premier League and the Championship? I mean, it looks like the three teams that went up last season are going to come straight back down again. Need cover at left back and right wing if we sign Dans, says Richie. Andrew Moore says a win should cap off a great weekend. On Saturday, my stepson's team won 7-0. He scored 4 of them. Wow, fantastic. 1 assist and got man of the match. Then yesterday, I passed my karate grade. Well, congratulations, Andrew. You seem to have had a good time. We are overdue to spank them at the Riverside, but certainly our hall. Durham Diver says, good evening, Cabbie lad. Hope it's a better result tonight. Yep, you're not the only one. So you can see I've got my new Sunderland top on today. When I first seen pictures of this when it first came out, I thought, my God, that's horrendous. And it's just grown on me. And I think it looks class with the shorts as well. I want to get the shorts, but they haven't got my size. They've run out of stock, so hopefully they'll get the shorts back in my size. But it really is a lovely top. You know, to see it in real life, it's great. It feels great. You know what I mean? And it does look really good. The colour's fantastic. But yeah, it is a nice top. So there we go. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and click the thumbs up if you want. Fernie says, real bets bid 10 million for Matthias Joseph, but we rejected it. You rejected it, did you? I mean, Fernie, how far off do you think you are from having a team that you could survive in the Premier League? Do you think you've still got a lot of work to do? Andrew Moore says that third shirt is my favourite of the three this season. Yeah, it got so much stick, and I laughed at it. Says it looks like me and Nanda's knickers. But seriously, it's quality. Like I say, it really feels good quality. So I can't wait to get the shorts to go on with it. I think it does look good. Salah to Sunderland, his contract's expiring. Could be a good replacement for Roberts. Well, if that happens, mate, I'll dance around this studio with my paisley thong on. The poll's complete. We need to do another one then. It says 73% win, draw 26, lose. So let's do another poll. How will Sunderland do? Sunderland do tonight. Are we going to win? Are we going to lose? Or are we going to draw? There we go, just put the poll up again. Evening from Brasilia, Cabby. 2-1. John Boy, MACKEM Cabby, what's it called? Discord. I'll type it in the chat for you now, mate. There we go. Michael Taylor says, yeah, good evening to you. Fernie says, need to spend massively to survive, 200 million war chest at least. Isn't it ridiculous, though, that you've got to do that to literally just sort of to stay in that division? You know, it's mad. Especially when you look at the likes of Bournemouth, with like such a small fan base, and they're just really, you know, making a good account of themselves every single season. And you think, if they can do it, why can't we? Ambient, hello Ambient. Richard, yes, I have got a server on Discord, mate. It's called the MACKEM Cabby. If you want to just type in your name in here on Discord, and then I can add you to my server, and you're welcome to come on and join me and Davey on our shows. Need a good win today. Big game for us, this one, says Luty. Middlesbrough, how are the lads? 4-2. Isidore for 4 goals. Come on. Ambient says, I got all the shirts for this season. Order of my favourites is away. Weatherspoon's plate. Third kit home. Blue goalie, green goalie, black goalie. Yeah, it is nice. Just goes to show you, isn't it? Don't really judge by when you see pictures on the internet. But you cannot really go wrong with Hummel. I still think Hummel is the best thingy. Right, what I'll do, Steads, I'll see if I can search for you now. I don't know if that works. I'll search by username. Right, let's search that one. I'll paste that one, see what that one. Right, I've just sent you a friend's request to Steads, and you are there. I can see you. So I'm going to go to the MACKEM Cabby server now. And where are we? Just getting the hang of this myself. Invite people, there we go. Let's see if I can find you on here. Well, I've just sent you an invite anyway, so let us know if you get it. Oh dear me. Oh, the light show is starting at the riverside, or it could just be the radiation glowing in Middlesbrough. Very highly radioactive place is Middlesbrough, isn't it? So it could be that, I suppose. Yeah, you're welcome, Dougie. Have a look on Discord. Do I go to the matches? I used to go to loads, mate. Roker Park was my heyday. When I lived in Sunderland, I went to every single game, even the reserve games, night matches, the lot.
Aroka Park days, and I've been to loads of stadium and light games, but I'm so busy with my YouTube channel. I've been to loads of stadium and light games, plus you got your own family in that as well. You know, you need to watch your cash, but I will get back there. David Jackson, first time I'm saying this, but it's our hardest game so far, barring Leeds, who won 7-0 last time. Well done, Leeds. If we can win the league, I want Leeds too. Yeah, Leeds are a great club. I do like Leeds myself, out of value the teams. Fans are very similar to ours. They're just so boisterous and passionate, aren't they? Durham Diver says, my prediction, Borough 1, lads 2. I see Borough doing a poor man's late show. Want one of those blue Hummel tracky tops. They do look smart. Forgot about the radiation. Richard says, hello, Cabby from Kuwait. How were the lads? Yeah, they're light show. I give you 2 out of 10. Dan Neil looks nervous, stood in the tunnel.
As the Sunderland players feel.
Yeah, still got the music playing. Oh, they've even got fireworks in the back of the stadium. Fireworks. This is just a few cars being set on fire. That sounds more like it. Of course there's rivalry. It definitely is rivalry, Fernie. I class it as a derby. I know a lot of fans say it's not, but I do. I class it as a derby. There's definitely rivalry between us and Borough. Yeah, obviously nowhere near Newcastle.
Celebrating his 25th birthday.
Welcome to the Riverside Stadium, and let's introduce you to our new player, on loan till the end of the season, Kelechi Iheanacho!
So Iheanacho being introduced to the Middlesbrough fans.
Oh, more music. Let's just mute it. So just give us a thumbs up when the music's finished. That all the audio is working well, and you can hear everything. I'm not too loud, or the audio's not too quiet on the match and stuff.
Not available tonight, although their other new signing, Samuel Ealing Jr.,
Right.
who's on loan from Aston Villa, he's on the bench for Middlesbrough tonight. Sunderland
hit
going
Borough.
into a huddle away to our right.
Borough is like that annoying call work that won't leave you alone.
Full stadium just about. There are some empty seats down away to our left in the lower bowl of the stadium. The Sunderland break from their huddle. They will kick off. They're kicking from right to left.
John Boy,
Right, as we look down, as I say, from the back of what
it
is
looks
the
like
main
we're signing
stand here, as we look
that
out to
kid from
sea
Liverpool
across
on loan till the end of the
Teesside,
season.
across the industrial
Don't forget,
landscape,
right
which
after
is,
this show, just stay with us if you want. We're doing the MACKEM, CABBIE and davey show. Transfer deadline day special. Come on, Borough, says Jeff. Welcome, Jeff.
Actually, pitch side here in the build-up.
The 7-12, David.
Kick-off as Dan Neil readies himself to get the game underway. The referee, Stephen Martin, as I say, all in black tonight, gets the game started. Dan Neil pushing the ball back to Anthony Patterson, who swings his right foot through it, long up towards Jobe in the Middlesbrough half. Comes down to Neil, back to O'Nien.
Feels weird being on ITV4, doesn't it?
Isidore, but hooked away by George Edmondson, the loanee from Ipswich, who's playing to the left of Rav Vandenberg this evening in the back four for Middlesbrough. The ball is back with Patterson. He was closed down very quickly by Hayden Hackney, but he's got the ball up to the halfway line. It's won back by Finn Azaz, who this season has created 62 chances, which is the highest number of chances created in the Championship. So now the ball drops down for a throw.
Free kick.
Sorry, free kick on the right.
Yeah.
Come on.
For Middlesbrough, Ayling takes it.
I think they do,
very
Dougie.
quickly. And And
Good evening, Derek Rugby. How are you
it's
doing?
across to the far side. Ryan Giles, who's on loan from Hull City for the game, comes back into the middle. Aidan Morris, the American midfielder, worked out to the left wing, up to the edge of the penalty area. Bergzor whips it in. Finazaz let it run through here to Ayling, who plays it eventually to the back of the penalty area. Morris's shot is cleared from inside the box. It's still with Middlesbrough. Sunderland can't get it away. Bergzor on the
Borough
right
look well
side
up for
of the
this
penalty
game.
area
Yeah,
now.
there will be.
Slips
There
it
will be.
inside to Whittaker, and it's blocked by Job, who's back defending, and it's almost in the corner now where Finazaz has got his foot on it, is trying to win it, but it's won
Yeah, of
back
course, it
by
should be. They're at home.
Enzo
Absolutely.
Lafay, but won again by Middlesbrough, by Ayling. He floated a ball into the penalty area and has eventually come all the way back to the centre circle and played out to the right, but back to Rav Vandenberg, who quickly gets it to Morris, looking for the run of Bergzorg, but out comes Patterson and whips the ball away at the feet of the Suriname international. Well, he will be if he actually plays an international game. It will be for Suriname. Sirkin on the left, up over the halfway line. He's looking back over his shoulder, Van der Berg. He's aware.
Level spot on, thank you. Hello, Billy Fly. Hey, Cabby, hope you're well.
Isidore has whipped it off his feet in front of an empty net, but Travers managed to get the ball across to the far side. But it's won back by Patrick Roberts now. Slips it down to Rigg. Rigg trying to get the ball into the penalty area. Lost sight of it for a second. Hackney tries to stab it away. Rigg comes back onto it and plays it back now to Chris Mepham. Mepham to O'Nien.
Hope Mepham has a better game than what he did
Lafay.
against
Lafay's got Whittaker in front of him. Plays
Plymouth.
it back
My
to
goodness me, he
O'Nien
was
in
bad, wasn't he?
midfield. In the 4th minute, 0-0 here live on BBC Radio Newcastle, and out wide again on the far side. Roberts taking on Giles. The cross straight into the chest though of Mark Travers, the goalkeeper, who previously had a loan at Stoke.
He'll know Chris Mepham.
He will know
Chris Mepham.
Mepham well. They're both Bournemouth players on loan. Ball being played around at the back by Middlesbrough. Up here now to Bergzorg, tripped by Hume.
Tommy Watson. It looks like John Boy. The deal is off for Tommy Watson.
Into the middle and then whipped out to the right wing to Whittaker.
Yeah, the Sunderland fans are over the far side.
Now down the right to
2,200 of
Ayling,
them. Yeah.
who's in space into the penalty area, looking to pull this back now and headed it. Patterson,
Great save.
very good save from Force, Marcus Force, and then it's smashed in again on the far side by Bergzorg. But that was
Borough's
a free
dodgy
header,
defence is the answer for us.
which was saved
So much
by
space on this left-hand side.
Patterson. Ayling was away in acres of space down this right in wing.
I've just put the ITV play so I can watch it on here, but I'll have to watch
So 0-0.
15 minutes of adverts
Patterson
probably.
to thank.
Should sell Watson, says David. Yeah, only if
And
we
here comes
get something in
Azaz
return.
again, looking for Whittaker. Whittaker in the penalty area, a tackle by Sirkin, and it came
Goal
off
kick.
the Middlesbrough man.
It's mad that Riggy's only 17.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we just
totally
gotta
agree.
be
Hit that thumbs
aware
up,
on
thank
this
you.
left-hand
If you're
side
new
here.
to the channel,
You know,
hit
Lafay's got to do
the
that
subscribe button.
defensive work.
Tart very much indeed.
So into the 6th minute, 0-0, and Patterson strolling through the 6-yard box, placing the ball in the middle of his 6-yard line between the two centre-backs, and the kick is driven right up through the middle. Job didn't know where it went, it came off his head, drops for Aidan Morris, tap back to Ryan Giles, and out again on the left wing to Morris on the far touchline. Play back in just outside the penalty area.
So Lafay's got to be aware here.
NM says we look half asleep again.
No, Ayling.
I think
Middlesbrough up for it, aren't they?
he's conscious that he's out there somewhere on the wing, but Lafay's gone a long way inside. And
Should have
now
been a goal
it's
for
played
Middlesbrough,
out
really.
to
That, I mean,
Ayling again on the
unmarked
right.
header
Lafay's
there,
gone
like.
to close him down, but slipped through his legs. And back to Ayling from Whittaker, back again to Vandenberg, and then eventually to Morris.
So pants at the
in
back
middle
at the
of
minute.
Middlesbrough half. Forwards again to Bergzorg, who's come a long way back for the ball. Played out to the left wing.
We desperately need a striker above anything, I
Edmondson,
think. We
who
do,
gets it
David.
back from Giles and back again from Edmondson to the goalkeeper, Mark Travers.
My wife is the most
Ball
dangerous
at his
when
feet,
half
almost
asleep.
on the penalty spot for Middlesbrough, and then he kicks up to the halfway line, looking for Bergzorg.
Weather the storm. That's what
Goes
we'll have to
Hume
do.
with him,
Weather the
heads
storm.
it into the Middlesbrough half. It comes back from Hayden Hackney. And
There's Luke
Edmondson
Ayling.
on the far side will deal with this. Just
Dirty
keeps it
boy.
in, slips it to Morris.
All I get is on Play Store,
Corner
mate.
of the Middlesbrough penalty area.
You should do. Just try, look
Now
for it, mate, and just
picked up
type in
by
Discord,
Hackney
see if
again
it come
and
up in
played
Play
to
Store.
Vandenberg.
McPhee's got to be wary of this. Whittaker's just gone in field, hasn't he?
He's come back out wide again, Whittaker, and then Sirkin collides with Ayling, who thinks he was fouled. He's protesting, but has to get up quickly. The ball has come back into this zone, if you like, in the Middlesbrough half. Edmondson, Hackney, Hayden Hackney, the Redcar-born 22-year-old.
Still a lot of Sunderland fans saying
come through the ranks
we're
at
not quite
Middlesbrough.
good enough for the top
Out
two. I don't know
wide,
what you lot
Giles,
think of that.
Tackled by Roberts.
That
Ball comes
playoffs
back to
wouldn't be a
Edmondson.
bad achievement this season.
And, Edmondson
And if it was the case,
tapping
we've
it
certainly
to
got no
Morris.
to be afraid of any of the teams in the playoffs. Put it this way.
Still in the
Good evening,
Middlesbrough
Geordie
half.
Groundwater. We have to win
Ayling's
this.
gotta
I
be aware.
fear we'll drift away from the top four. Absolutely. David Jackson says, what time are you
back to the
staying on
goalkeeper,
for tonight,
Travers.
Cabbie? Right through till transfer
Play
deadline
between
day,
him,
mate.
Edmondson,
You're
but
welcome
Easy
to stay
Doors
along.
working to
Davey's
try
going to be joining me after the match.
Squeeze the
And
goalkeeper
we're
who
doing the
puts
transfer
ball out
deadline
from the
day
kick.
special. If there's anything comes over
Throw
the
to
line,
Sunderland,
so
just back inside their half on the left-hand side.
I'll be
Played
staying on.
nearly 8 minutes.
Durham Diver, the Boroughs
One
Cup final, playing like
very good
Barcelona.
save
Every
from
single team that
Marcus
plays
Forss.
Sunderland, it's their cup final, isn't it? Especially when we're at the stadium of light.
Patterson with his right foot on the ball. As
Yeah,
trying
Norman,
a bit of
Logan,
pressure.
hoping for 3 points. David Jackson leads Sunderland top two would do me.
Played
I'll
out
be
to
class
Hume,
that
he gets
like.
the ball back from Roberts, up over the halfway line now to Rigg. He's tackled though. Hackney digs it out for Bergzorg down that left-hand side. Forces cut inside. Bergzorg runs into Mepham. who puts
You're welcome,
the ball out
David.
for a
You're
throw
more than welcome to
Middlesbrough.
stay.
Halfway inside the Sunderland half. Back to Morris on the halfway line. And
Thanks for the
Aidan Morris,
subscriber.
signed from
Is this the
Columbus
first time
Crew
Sunderland have been
in the
live
summer.
a league game on ITV by any chance?
Searching.
Oh, the streams, the commentary in the background's just gone off. We'll be back on soon. That's out of my hands. You're staying, Cabbie. Cheers, buddy. God, Sunderland picked the times for the audio commentary to go off in the background, doesn't it? You can get satellite signals from Japan, but yet they have difficulties. We'll get back on. I have a spot for Leeds. They're trying to connect again. You can hear cleared. This isn't me, by the way. This is everything. This is the whole shabam. SAFC.com commentary, which has broken down at the moment. But there's nothing happening. Middlesbrough are literally just passing it around in their own half. A bit like what we did against Plymouth, left and right. They're not going forward at all. Hello, Mandy Gray. You're saying FFS? Does that indicating that they've scored already? Have they scored? Has Middlesbrough scored? FFS, or is that because of the commentary's gone down? It sounds like they've scored, doesn't it? It's like the audio, the video is like behind here. Oh, so we are behind, are we? Are we behind? Are we behind? Season defining game tonight, says Mark. Well, and there we go. I've just seen the goal. That's 1-0 to Middlesbrough. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is not the start we wanted. Not the start we wanted. Oh. God's sake. Patrick Roberts is shaking his head, and he's like, what? Yep. Once again, Sunderland have to come from behind. I'm having a look at this now, and we're totally mucking about in our own half. Was it Roberts that mucked about there? I think it was, you know. He wasn't offside. We've paused it there. It wasn't offside. He was clean through, and fair play to the Middlesbrough man. He got the goal. But Roberts just completely made... He was like a pig with a basket of strawberries there, Patrick Roberts. He just fundled this and fundled that, and he lost the ball. So Roberts to blame there, like... He fell over. I don't know. Just mucking about. This could be a rout. I think somebody needs to tell Nick Barnes that the commentary's gone off. Right, I've got a... I don't know.
Who tries to slide it through. Isidore's touch, he's just gone a yard offside. It was not a bad first touch, but he couldn't quite keep it under control, and the flag goes up and he is offside. 1-0 here then. Man. Don't forget, live over on Talk Sport right now, you can listen to the Premier League game. Chelsea 0, West Ham 0 is the latest score. Over on Talk Sport, another huge week of sporting action.
So,
across the Talk Sport
CFC
network.
Commentary's gone. But I've now got the commentary on Talk Sport as well in the background.
Area. Leading by a goal to nil, Delano Bergzorg with a finish. Nice goal as well. And here Vandenberg has it.
He sort of did fall over Pat Roberts,
just trying to draw
he did make a
hash
of it as well, mate. He did make a complete hash of that.
It's been a bright start, and I guess the early goal means that Sunderland are going to have to come out at some point and play, and the ball's been given away by Edmondson at the back. Roberts will feed it into Dan Neil, edge of the area. Neil works it back wide on the right. There are 4 white shirts waiting for the cross that goes in the 6-yard box, but there was nobody there, no poacher.
I can see this being like a 4-0 Pearson tonight for Sunderland. Like,
you say though, for Sunderland now,
feeling.
The game plan changes.
Sunderland are not happy
it?
in the
idea
build-up.
Is to
they felt that Meffin and Roberts
a little
were
bit.
fouled.
It's definitely not a low block. It's more towards a mid block. But what they want is for Middlesbrough to possess the ball, get themselves higher up the pitch, so then they can strike on the counter attack. And we know that Sunderland are so deadly at that, but that's not going to work now. So they're going to have to be a bit more forward thinking on the front foot. Potentially might have to go and press Middlesbrough a little bit higher, because now Middlesbrough are in control.
Yeah, they are. Ball over on the far side. Sunderland have it over halfway. They'll head forward, but out-muscled there by the goal scorer, Bergzorg. And as great as his goal was, he gets a big cheer as well for just working out defensively there. Did a really good job for Borough to get the ball back. Ball out on the near side. Here's Ayling again. Whittaker a willing runner. Ball just over hit by Ayling. And a couple of bounces through to Anthony Patterson. Don't forget, you can keep up with all the transfers. Jim White and our very own Alex Crook will be over on Talk Sport straight after Chelsea against West Ham. Here tonight on Talk Sport 2, it's the sports bar. You can get your calls into the guys after the game here, as Sunderland with Bellingham. Was he caught there by Vandenberg? Well, that's a bit of a wrestling match going on. Play on. Rick gets it out wide to Roberts. Roberts cuts in on his left foot, shoots deflected and wide in the end. And the referee playing advantage. Bellingham is not happy. He's looking across to the dugout here, but he's up on his feet and he's going forward as Middlesbrough have a corner, trying by a goal to nil.
I understand why though, because yes, the Vandenberg gets the ball, but it's high in his follow through, and I think he catches Joe Bellingham right in the mid shin, and it's it's the follow through. It's not a nice one.
We just haven't turned up.
In fairness, his boot bounced off the floor, didn't it? He wasn't high initially, but I'm with you, he did catch him. Referee, though, let play go on. Sunderland have got 4 past the far post here. Corner's going to be whipped in again. They come towards the ball, down headed, and Travers beats it away. Point blank save, but the clearance is a poor one from Azaz. And once again, Travers is bailed out by the referees. He went to collect it, he was bundled into, and it is going to be a free kick. Travers felt that, but he'll be happy that header was straight at him. It was a good save nevertheless from the new man.
Yeah, it was, because it's coming through bodies as well, so it's difficult to see, but good corner in. It's got bags of pace on it. I think it's potentially MACKEM that gets the initial touch, and then it's MACKEM as well that draws the foul. And it's really silly actually, because it's a difficult one for Travers there. Sort of the way that it comes up in the air. It's starting to go down the byline. It's a real poor clearance actually from Azaz, and there was no need to make the foul.
No, he made it easy, didn't he, in the end for Travers, who's back up on his feet and the ball's down the other end of the field. 1-0. Middlesbrough lead here.
Robert's weak as anything once
with a goal. Lovely finish after he's played through by Hayden Hackney from
it's
inside
typical
his own half.
SGA, we
a
never
great
get
pass
anything.
and a great finish as well.
But why does it always take 20 minutes to get going?
To the Borough here, not the best pass to Edmondson, who does well to get it to Giles, who then showed a little bit too much of it to Hume, and Dan Neil steps in. Neil has it over on the right, looks to feed it back to Roberts. Roberts out-muscled or rather bundled over there by Aidan Morris, who's just a little bit overly keen in the tackle. I think he'd won the ball anyway, but took a little bit of the player as well.
Sunderland are definitely a little bit higher now, instead of sort of waiting for Middlesbrough to lose the ball and strike on the counter-attack. They're taking it now into their own hands and trying to press Middlesbrough higher up the pitch.
Just messaging SAFC, letting them know that their commentary's gone off.
Here's Meffam.
I don't know why they seem to have problems with their audio. Like
17 gone here at the Riverside. 1-0. Nice driving run from Meffam. Gets it to Bellingham. Feeds it back to Sirkin. He moves it wide now to Lefay. He has it. 2 in front of him. Cuts in. Leaves it now for Sirkin. Puts in a ball too deep, but it'll be collected by Trey Hume. He has it 25 yards out. Looks for the give and go. All the way back to Dan Neal.
We'll start playing in the second half when we're 2-0 down.
Pass and will get it back here. Can he find a white shirt? He just couldn't quite keep it in. I think the official on the far side has said it went behind for a goal kick, but it was neat football from Sunderland. The pass to Neil was just fractionally overhit and he couldn't keep it in.
Yeah, it was, and Sunderland aren't very happy because they feel that the ball hadn't gone out. I mean, it did look to from here, but I think Edmondson, they thought, got the final touch.
I mean, if we lose, you've downloaded it, John Boy. Thanks, mate. Spot on.
Yeah, goal kick. 18.5 gone live on TalkSport 2. Mark Wilson, Courtney Sweetman, Kirk here with you.
Just put your username, whatever username you've got, when you've got it, put it on the chat and I'll copy and paste it.
Here's Bellingham now, 25 yards out, tried to find Isidore on the turn. Azazo comes away with it for Middlesbrough and finds Whittaker. Whittaker looks up, looks for the crossfield switch to Forss. It's a good ball as well. Forss is after it. He's got Azaz with him if he can see him. Can't quite turn in time. Little back heel will find Azaz though over on that left touchline. He feeds it inside, and here now come Middlesbrough looking for a second. Crosses block. Lovely turn rig on the edge of his own area, and he drills it forward looking for Isidore and can only find touch.
Andrew says, what the heck is going on?
Who lead by a goal to nil.
I'm really picked it.
They're looking really positive, and obviously you go a goal up early. The fans are on your side. You're at home. Such a big game, and mentioned the atmosphere before pre-match. That's carried on now throughout the game, and you can see that they're brimming with confidence, and the additions. I'm liking the relationship between Aylin and Whittaker actually, and it's interesting because normally it's Doku, who's a right-footed player, so would rather drive and go on the outside. He does cut in, don't get me wrong, whereas Morgan Whittaker's first thought is always to go inside quite early, giving Aylin a lot of space on that right-hand side, so it's just changing the dynamic a little bit.
Well, whatever tactic they've got, it's working so far because they're leading 1-0.
Bellingham's header finds Rigg. Rigg gets away. Well, Rigg was pulled down. That's got to be a yellow card, hasn't it? And I think it is going to be a yellow card here for Aidan Morris, who I don't think can have too many complaints about that.
How the hell can the SAFC comment go off the audio?
No, he can't. But it's early on in the game, only 20 minutes gone, and now I mentioned Aidan Morris, and I like him because of his energy and his tenacity and the way he gets about the midfield. But
sorted out SAFC.
That's going to handicap him a little bit now in terms of what he can do, and he's got to be really careful going forward.
Deserved a yellow. Ryan Jones, SJ may not have any other tactics, but they're 1-0 up. They are.
And the referee has no hesitation. Stephen Martin, the official in the middle tonight. Dan Neal has it. We'll give it short. We'll get it back. He's halfway inside the Borough half. Puts in a deep cross, far too deep. Looked a little bit off the cuff that from Sunderland, and it played out as though it was a bit off the cuff as well.
Yeah, especially when you're behind and you've got an opportunity to get the ball in the box and create some chaos, and it's completely wasted the opportunity that they had.
Loads of fans blaming Roberts for that goal.
Inside the Borough half.
Social media.
Leading by a goal to nil. Nice ball there. Then now they're driving forward here with Hackney. It opens up. It's 3-on-2. He's got support to his left. He gives it to Forss. First time shot. He's put it over. Huge opportunity for Middlesbrough on the break.
They just look like they're going to score every time they're going forward.
And they just
Christian says, I was right to dread this
he
match.
Finds force, but he never
PC says, this has been coming since the first minute. Wrong approach here. Passive
you're
and
looking at
second
these
to everything.
opportunities thinking, are you going to rue these misses, Middlesbrough? Brilliant play initially. Morgan Whittaker steps in, doesn't he? Lovely little pirouette and turn who finds Hackney, and as I say, drives forward.
Says Roberts is awful.
You rightly say, Mark, everything parts. I don't know what the Sunderland defence are doing, and then just at the right time, as he engages one of the defenders, he releases it to his left-hand side to Force, who's got to do a lot better. I must admit, approaching the ball for me, Force never really looked confident with it.
No, he didn't. Bellingham's been bundled over again. The referee says play on, and here now is Hackney again. Look, he looked to try and thread it through. I think Luke Ayling maybe 10 years ago might have had a chance of getting on the end of that one. Not now. That was too deep, and it's behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, I think Ayling was expecting the one sort of in front of his feet, in front of the defender. I think it's circling down that side, whereas the ball was played in between the centre half and the full-back, and as you say, Ayling was never going to get to that one.
No, he wasn't. The ball again out of play over on the far side. Sunderland yet to hit their straps. It is only 1-0. Here they've got an awful record, not won in the league for nearly 20 years now on this ground. Middlesbrough not a happy hunting ground.
A Plymouth wannabe. Ryan Jones says, thank God he can shoot. It was 3-on-2. Doing us on the break all the time, says man. The defence is shocking. We need a win, John Boy. Need to drop the high ball line a bit. We constantly get hit on the counter.
Referee deemed the ball was moving.
Not having that. Ayling, he puts his hand on the ball, he completely stops it. Not sure what the referee's seen there.
Well, Ayling will have the chance then from a free kick, and he says to the defenders, you get yourself in the box, boys. And they're going to swing it in from this right hand side. Finazaz comes over to this near side. Michael Carrick, hands in his pockets, looks quite calm and relaxed. His side 1-0 to the good, and maybe could and should have been 2-0 up that forced chance. A really good opportunity. Edmondson up from the back then with Vandenberg. What can Azaz do as he whips the ball in right-footed? It's a good ball into the 6-yard box. It evades everybody. Bergzorg will keep it in just outside the penalty area. Looking now to either draw a foul or find a teammate. He finds a red shirt, and they're still four Reds running in the middle, and the ball comes in and it's volleyed just wide at the near post. I think it was Vandenberg up from the back who maybe got a touch on it, and it's behind for a goal kick. Still 1-0 to Middlesbrough.
And
the only positive we can take from this is if it just stays 1-0
up was actually brilliant. It was just the positioning of the players in the box that didn't quite get it quite right. It was weighted too close to the
this is the game.
Why it's only 1-0, you give Sunderland the chance so desperately. Middlesbrough want to get that cushion, but again, Sunderland and Patterson taking chances.
Colin Major says, what am I watching?
It was Fours who side-footed the volley wide.
Sunderland have just, the heads are still on the course, I think.
Already had a header well saved in the opening few minutes.
Sean says, shambles, Cabby, not tight enough, and Roberts, oh my God, liability.
Home of the EFL. Plenty of EFL. Carabao Cup and FA Cup action to come this week. It is a feast of football as ever. If you've not got that TalkSport app, you really do need to get it. Ball over the top, and it could be a chance here, but Riggs' little legs wouldn't quite get him where he needed to be, and in the end Travers comes out and collects comfortably enough.
Yeah, it's one of those for Rigg though. He times his run to perfection, so he can't go any earlier. He just needs
it's like
a little less
Plymouth
weight on the
seem
pass.
to be up for this.
If he gets there before it bounces, it gives him a chance, but as soon as it skips up the turf, it's difficult.
Well, here he is on the ball now, Rigg, after Azaz turned over possession. But Rigg had nowhere to go. He's just in the end in a little pirouette, waiting for support to arrive. Crossfield ball's cut out by Whittaker. Sirkin will win it back, and now it's back with 09 on this near side. He'll work it out to Lefay, who has it midway inside the Borough half, left-hand side. Goes back to 09,
are we not up for these
just over halfway.
Why aren't we
He'll feed it to
going
Meffam.
to these matches
comes
and
forward
saying,
now.
let's do this,
They invite Trey Hume into the action. Wide on the right, finds Dan Neal 25 yards
Answers
out.
on
Looks
a
about
postcard,
passing, then looks to get the ball away. Lefay hits it first time, and it's low, and Travers in the end gets everything behind it. Not quite the power on it from Enzo Lefay, but it was certainly worth the effort, and it's an effort on target for Sunderland, who trail by a goal to nil.
Yeah, it was a nice little chip as well into him by Dan Neal, and in terms of doesn't catch it overly flush, but
Neil in
the there we go.
Ball to the Bay, first time shot, struck low with not enough power to really give Mark Travers any real problem. He comes down falling on the ball quite comfortably.
you know, you just look at that opportunity where the ball's gone into Chris Wigan and you're just thinking, go on, drive on and get your shot away.
Shoot, yeah,
come back on
and then he decided
again.
to move it across. Ball is cleared to the halfway line for Force. He battles with MACKEM, who forces the ball out for a throw.
I don't know, there's just any other commentary in the background that's like, it's not the same, is it? It's the Barnsley duo and Benno. I don't know.
Eventually back to Morris, just outside the Middlesbrough.
I mean, listen to TalkSport all day at work. It's a cracking station, but they're just, to me, it doesn't. They don't do it.
To the left to Edmondson. Edmondson through. Oh, it's swept past Marcus Force, and it's come back to Job, who's tripped by Hackney on the halfway line, and it's going to be a free kick to Sunderland. Neil takes it.
Very frustrating. This, like,
to Sirkin.
Is Lafay playing in the wrong position? He's been playing in the wrong position since he's came here. Roberts' legs have gone. MACKEM 1973. Lafay's very quiet. Yeah. CABBIE, you can't give them that much credit. Their heads are still in Sunderland. I don't think even they've got out of bed. Shambles, CABBIE, says Sean. Not tight enough. And Roberts, oh my God.
Cleared.
Oh, has the commentary gone off again? What is going on?
Connected. Searching.
Has Sunderland AFC got carrier pigeon for their audio?
Framed.
Partially.
And we're back.
And it bounces away from Lafay.
Is it the radiation from Middlesbrough interfering with the commentary in the background, do you think?
Ayling waits for the ball. Luke Ayling, his hair tied back in a ponytail.
Darren Peterkin says, keep the faith. 3-1 will win. Get better as the game goes on. Oof.
Defender.
It's not Burroughs' pace, it's their quick counter-attack, says SGA. David Jackson says, Chris Rigg to score next. Hi from Bally, says Nat. Hello, Nat.
Morris.
Plain crap, ref giving them everything. Borough more up for it. Recipe for defeat, says SGA. Pike says, guys, we need to stay positive. It will turn around as we tend to fare well against top half teams.
Switches play to the left.
This is just the poison ground, isn't it? We never do well here.
Finds Giles out on the left of the penalty area.
So if we lose tonight, would you say the top two's gone then? Do you think that's it? Forget the top two. It's the playoffs. Or would you say there's still plenty of games to play for?
Ayling on the right to cross. O'Nien heads it out, headed on by Rigg, but straight back to a Middlesbrough man. Giles lays it off to Edmondson, to Hackney. Hackney now to.
I mean, Sunderland's body language.
And out wide to Ayling again.
They look shell shocked. They look terrified.
A low ball into the penalty area. Bergzorg drags his shot wide. He probably should have done.
It's just the body language when they're moving around the pitch. Sunderland, they're like, they look nervous. They honestly look really nervous.
With this right hand side, you know, Ayling.
You know, we're panicking on the ball.
Causing us numerous problems. You've got to even try to stop the delivery coming into the box.
When we get the chance to get on the ball,
for Patterson,
we're panicking with it.
Drummed up to the ball, gets it up to Job on the halfway line on the left-hand side. Back comes though to Ayling.
Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Middlesbrough aren't special by all means. They've had some awful results, and the table doesn't lie. We're miles ahead of them on points. But on the game tonight, you wouldn't think so. Are Borough fourth in the league? They're playing like they are, just like what Plymouth were as well. Plenty of games left, says Fernie.
Ayling, the ball bounced away from him as he went to catch.
That went weeks ago, CABBIE. Rigg, Lafay and Wilson 3-1.
With the press, and they're keeping the ball moved. They're just trying to keep it going,
doing things quickly. Yeah, you know, ball goes out, throw-ins,
free kicks all taken quickly. Yeah.
Closing down, moving the ball Giles side quicker with
so far,
in through the middle. Neil
we just look like a bang average lower half championship side, and it's the same when we played Plymouth as well.
To Ayling on the right wing for Middlesbrough, slipped it into Whittaker at the edge of the area, and now Hackney shoots.
I mean, in periods, we look like a team that's just come up from First Division. And this is our first season in the Championship. In periods of this match, what I'm watching here.
Keep giving Ayling all that space on this right hand side. Sooner or later, you know, one of them balls into the box, he's going to tell.
They're scared because they've seen Carrick. That would scare anyone.
Clearance out to Morris.
Need Ballard
Whittaker
back in defence.
Puts it back to Bergsorg. Bergsorg, edge of the penalty area. Giles running in down the left. Comes off the ankle of Hume as he tried to play it in to the box. And away comes Roberts. Roberts looking for the line of Isidore. Vandenberg's gone with him. Isidore still has it wide on the right-hand side. And Bergsorg is back defending and puts the ball out.
Brilliant.
For Sunderland's row. I mean, that he exemplifies.
John Boy, just put your name, what name you've used, just copy and paste it and put it in the chat, and I'll copy it and I'll put it on there. I'll add you to the server, mate.
Dan Neil, we're in the 32nd minute. Middlesbrough leading 1-0. O'Nien coming forwards, down the left here to Sirkin. Sirkin, the corner of the penalty area, pulls it back to O'Nien, into the middle to Mepham. Mepham closed down by Force, plays it to Hume to his right. Hume's cross into the box, over Job's head. Sirkin recovers it, down the left, leaves it for Lefay. Lefay pulls it right into the middle, and Riggs' shot is blocked from just behind the penalty spot. It comes to Neil, who shoots. And
Get in!
Dan Neil in the 32nd minute. Excellent.
Get in!
Past Travers. Well worked back in. And
Get
Dan Neil
in!
from 19 yards has equalised for Sunderland.
Excellent strike. And that's what they needed.
Come on.
You know, when we get the opportunity, we talked about when the ball went to Chris Rigg, you know, to drive and try to get his shot away. You know, we've got to quicken things up. Good finish by Dan Neil. But what about Lefay? He picks the ball up on his left-hand side, and he's tried to pick Chris Rigg out. His shot gets blocked. It falls back to
Get
Dan Neil,
in there.
and a great finish.
And he took it well, kept it low, and left Travers with no chance of saving it. And Dan Neil and his teammates, 4 of them down with Regis Labrice, walking back into their own half. And Neil saw the opening. In fact, it came off the defender, didn't it? Off Edmondson.
Yeah, it did. That's a lucky need.
Yeah, because
I think that's what we need, just to wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just looking at this, I think it's took a deflection.
The goalkeeper left leaden-footed then, he couldn't react to the
Doesn't
ball
matter though, how they gone
coming
in.
off Edmondson as he was trying to clear it behind.
Some would say that's even an own goal, that.
Given us a Neil goal or own goal. It's 1-1 though, that's what's fundamentally the... It's,
could go down as an own goal, you know.
Neil at the moment, but these things can change. Middlesbrough 1.
Doesn't matter though, does it?
1.
Oh, well done.
And,
excellent play, Chris Mepham. If he meant that, that's fantastic.
Cooley plays the ball back and out to the left. Sirkin to Lefay. And back to O'Nien. The long ball played up over the top, looking for Isidore. Edmondson heads the ball away. Giles again kicks it high above the floodlights. It comes back through.
Come on, Neely boy.
And then down to Roberts, slips it inside to Dan Neil, trying to get it to Job in the middle.
There we go.
Intercepted.
I've spelled Neil wrong, haven't I?
O'Nien down the left to Isidore.
What am I
Lets it run
doing?
for Sirkin. He does well to keep it in. Crosses. Good ball.
What am I
Roberts
doing?
looking for it on his left and half volley. Straight at the goalkeeper.
Unlucky.
That was difficult for Roberts to control that and get the shot away. In the end, comfortable save for Mark Travers. 35th minute, Middlesbrough 1, Sunderland 1. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Roberts again looking for it inside to Hume, tackled by Force, and then Hackney is out there with Neil. Neil's getting
God, it's all happening now.
Win the free kick for a foul on Hume.
Oh yes, swimming. Let's turn these over
This
there.
on the touchline on halfway. Didn't look as though there was much contact then, but the referee has given
push,
the...
wasn't it?
Yeah, it must have been some sort of... wasn't a kick. Sirkin back to O'Nien, out to Lefay, quickly to Job, flicking it on, but back comes Morris.
We should slaughter these, like, no shambles tonight. 3 points is what's coming our way.
To Middlesbrough on the right hand side.
Johnny boy, I will add you to the server right now. Hold
this
on.
This game's always tight, but Sunderland haven't won a league game here since 2005. 3 defeats and 3 draws. Ayling throws it back to Edmondson in the penalty area, closed down by Isidore, kicks up through the middle. Both Force and Mepham tumble down. The ball comes back to O'Nien, who passes it out to to Sirkin on the left. And a lovely dummy by Enzo Lafay to try and get away on the left touchline. Slips it inside to Job, and Job now trying to get away from Whittaker into the middle to Dan Neil, and this is much better.
Has it just gone off again?
Searching.
Oh, we're back on. They're having problems tonight, aren't they? It's got to be the radiation, hasn't it? It's got to be the radiation, that's all. Oh, dear me. You know, you just get nights, don't you, where there's just bugs everywhere. Bugs upon bugs upon bugs.
Cleared.
It's cleared, says SAFC. Oh, dear me. So it's gone off again.
I think Lafay does the right thing because he knows Ayling's coming across. He's not got the time to try and take a touch and shift it onto his left foot. So he elects to take it first time, but it's a difficult one. It bounces just in front of him.
Can I just ask you the question? We've seen now Sunderland have had it a few times, 25, 30 yards out, plenty of defenders in front. Does one of them maybe just need to have a shot just to try and get people to back off a little?
100%, and as you say, it's not necessarily a shot that you think, right, this is going to go in the back of the net, because you're right, there's numbers in front, but sometimes you do things, you make runs, you take shots to try and force the opposition back and give them something different to think about. But now it's all the attacks are very similar from Sunderland, so they sort of know what they're getting.
Yeah, now then, sorry to jump in there. Bellingham was brought down. I thought for a moment it was Morris, but it was Hayden Hackney who just caught him. It was a lovely turn from Bellingham. Another one who's been linked with a move away, but I think we can safely say that he won't be appearing on Alex and Jim Shaw on TalkSport tonight at 10 o'clock. He'll be here for the remainder of the season for Sunderland, who are looking to return back to the Premier League. They trail though here by 1-0, but they are starting to grow into the...
Framed.
And Robertson's looking to try and break down the right.
What are they doing?
Hackney. But the ball's gone out. And the Middlesbrough give him the throw. Now with Vandenberg. Vandenberg out wide to Ayling. Ayling just inside the Sunderland half, trying to find Whittaker. Lafay's got it inside to Job. Isidore, sorry, back to Job, just behind him. And Job bringing this up to the halfway line, turning and playing it back to Luke O'Nien. Across to Mepham, inside the Sunderland half still. And Mepham in the centre circle to O'Nien. O'Nien on down the left to Sirkin. Sirkin slips it to Lafay, out on the touchline, back to O'Nien, and O'Nien into the middle to Mepham. Mepham to Hume. Hume out to Roberts on the far side, halfway inside the Middlesbrough half. Middlesbrough all in red, Sunderland all in white, and it's with O'Nien again, out to the left, Lafay. Lafay has Whittaker in front of him, Sirkin behind him. He goes into the middle to Neil, and Neil turns, trying to shake off Azaz. Comes down this left-hand side, leaves it for Sirkin. Sirkin back to Lafay, inside to Job. Job then to Mepham, who shoots from a long way out, and it bobbles wide. Never going to trouble Mark Travers. Middlesbrough 1, Sunderland 1.
That's my Discord server channel, so John Boy, if you click on that, I've tried to search for your name, John Boy, and it says it's not existing. It doesn't exist, so I don't know if you've typed it wrong. But if you click on that, John Boy, you should be able to come on.
Next up for Middlesbrough, they don't have a game next weekend because of the FA Cup. They were knocked out of that by Blackburn here. So they play Sheffield United next at Bramall Lane on Wednesday week. Ball in the air. It's nodded on by Job to the right. Roberts looked to try and get Isidore away. It's come back down deep into the Sunderland half, played back to Patterson. Bergsorg sprinting across to try and put Patterson off, but he's got it out to O'Nien on this left-hand side. Azaz has gone with O'Nien, who plays it back to Patterson. Patterson kicks wide.
The lads are starting to take control of this game now. Goal before half-time will be nice, says Darren. The Smog interfering with the signal. Since we scored, we're actually starting to play like a team. We are.
A third of the way inside the Sunderland half.
But if we do go in front, Regis Labrie, for heaven's sake, do not go defensive. Just din it, do it.
Morris.
Just don't do it full stop.
Hackney to Giles down the left wing. Hume in front of him. Giles comes back now to Morris. Morris then to Azaz.
Patterson's distribution is garbage.
Ayling eventually on this right-hand side, trying to come inside to Morris again, looking for Whittaker.
You see how Sunderland have quietened down the Riverside, right? We've made it a nervy place now because we're starting to come into it.
To Middlesbrough.
And that's what Sunderland need to do.
Of the Sunderland half. Referee having a word with the two Middlesbrough men over the free kick. Chelsea 0, West Ham 1. Jared Bowen with that goal for West Ham. Azaz is over the free kick. He's going to take it for Middlesbrough. Ayling is up at the edge of the penalty area, leaving Giles back in the middle. It's floated in through the box. Force thinks he was pulled down, or is it Edmondson thinks he was pulled down? The referee's giving nothing. It's a goal kick to Sunderland. Just a few minutes till half-time. Patterson's waving everybody upfield. Places the ball towards the right at the 6-yard line.
Just stay away, don't get sucker punched. Draws no good, says David. Why Spurs are interested in him is beyond me. Would a point be good tonight then? I'll ask you a lot in the chat. Would a point be good tonight? Would you be happy with that?
Over halfway, out to the touchline. Headed in. Edmondson heads it forwards. Up goes Jobe. Heads it down. It comes back to Sirkin in the middle. Lovely little back heel from Lefay, trying to get Sirkin onto it and through. But Middlesbrough get the ball clear. Back up into the Sunderland half, where Mepham heads it to halfway. Then Whittaker lays it off to Azaz, who holds off Rigg, but Hume just puts his foot through it. Back into the Middlesbrough half. Hackney trying to get through the centre circle, but Neal's stuck with him. Hackney has to play it back to Edmondson, who rolls it down the left wing to Giles. Roberts.
No, we need as many wins as possible.
And then
David Knight says, come on boys, no slip-ups tonight. Looking for a 3-1 win.
Now Vandenberg. Through the
thing is though, we've got the talent to do it.
Morris trying to lift it up for Force to run onto, but O'Nien heads it away. Intercepted that just outside the penalty area. Neal battling for it. Mepham manages to get the ball out. Jobe runs onto it now and plays it out to the left wing here to Lefay.
So Isidor's been quiet, hasn't he?
A lovely little touch from Lefay, which gets Sirkin away down the left here. Beautiful skill from Lefay. Sirkin's ball through the legs of Vandenberg, but easily cleared by
okay, John Boy, mate.
Out to Whittaker. Play back here now to Morris. Morris having to come through the middle.
If you think it's nervous tonight, wait until we play Leeds United 2 weeks tonight, Ellen Road.
Pulls him down.
On Sky. I would take a draw.
O'Nien's going to get booked. No question.
Don't do too bad at Ellen Road.
There was a variety of offences
look at that.
there.
I've just seen that there by Lefay.
One of which giant haystacks would have been proud.
Oh, that just had
free
like
kick on the halfway line,
sexy
just
football oozed all over it, that didn't it?
Middlesbrough. We've got seconds left of the 45, and the fourth official, James Bell, shows us a minute at the end of the first half.
Oh, can't wait to see that, David.
Of which now there is only 45 seconds. Middlesbrough on halfway. Vandenberg with the ball. Slips it to Azaz, quickly out to Ayling on this right-hand side. Back inside to Azaz, as he's closed down by Lefay. It breaks for Whittaker. He plays it across, straight to the path of Roberts. Roberts now trying to get away from Whittaker, who nearly pulled him down. Swings a ball down the left here for Isidore. Isidor's offside.
I don't think he was offside there.
You not think he was?
No, not at all.
Oh, I know, David, I know.
Whipped out by Roberts down the left. Flag comes up on Isidore, 10 seconds of the minimum minute left. Travers is coming out with the ball.
Looking at it again.
It's hard to say because the angle's not right for us here, is it?
There.
Marge, very tight. But this will probably be the last kick of the first half. Indeed it is. The half-time whistle blown by
So there we go, the half-time whistle goes, the same scoreline as what it was last season so far, 1-1. Remember, it was Nasri Rusin who scored the equaliser.
Through by Hayden Hackney. Sunderland grew into the game, an equaliser in the 19th minute. Dan Neal, 19 yards out, low shot that cannoned in off George Edmondson, the centre half, to bring the teams level. They are now, I'd suggest there's not much between them now at the break, now that Sunderland have worked their way back into the game.
Yeah, but we've spoken about this before, Nick. You know, we've seen this time and time again where Sunderland, you can say, it's slow starters at times, and sometimes we've mentioned about.
There's the channel, John Boy. Just click on that, mate. It should come up with my server.
Especially in the second half, they seem to take over and start to dominate the game, and we've seen that today. It was a quick start by Middlesbrough. You know, everything they did, they played with a high tempo, and we struggled to, shall we say, to match it. You know, especially on their right-hand side, it seems as though they were getting in all the time, Ayling. But as the game's gone on, we started to get to grips with it. Ayling's not getting us forward as much as they were, and then we got that equaliser, and you just got to say it's evenly balanced at the moment, and it's important. You know, Reginald Brees will, shall we say, hopefully get one or two of the situations sorted out in the changing room, and second half come out and play.
So those are the first half thoughts of Gary Bennett. We're going to get the first half thoughts of Marco Gabbiadini in just a moment. The second half to come on BBC Radio Newcastle and SAFC.com. At the break, it is Middlesbrough 1, Sunderland 1.
There we go. So 1-1-1-1-1-1. Fernie says we never got out of our second gear Saturday and still scored 7. Mental, that, isn't it? Yeah, just send it again. I've just sent it there to see if we can get there, John Boy. David Graham, apparently the next time we play on Saturday, as at the traditional 3 p.m. kickoff, we'll be on March the 8th when we host Cardiff City. Yeah, I know that it's going to get to a stage where there's going to be need teams kicking off at 3 p.m. on a Saturday. That's the way it's going, isn't it? Not sure Wilson was offside there. It did look close, Andrew. David Jackson says, biggest respect to Leeds, Fernie. They know how to kill teams off. They certainly do. Paul Herons says, a good entertaining half of football despite the worrisome start. We're doing okay. Roberts has been crap, says Colin. Rossi in 1-1 says ambient. They've given the goal to Neil Cabby. Ah, right. Rig needs to be a pest second half. A lot of fans saying how poor Chris Rigg's been. So I don't know what you think of that one. Rig, yeah, Scott Williams says, good evening, Cabby. Good evening, Scott. He says, myself and my wife Fiona think this could be a win tonight. Just need to push on. All the best from Spain. So all the best to Scott Williams and his wife Fiona, who's listening from Spain. Fernie says, you looking forward to playing us? It should be a good game. It always is an entertaining game. It'll be tight. I mean, Leeds are without a doubt a favourite. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? Who knows? It's such a difficult league, this. It really, really is. And Leeds is similar to Sunderland. They'll just get a stupid result out of nowhere. Like, I couldn't believe when you lost against... sorry, did you draw against Hull 3-3 when you were 3-1 up? Was it 3-3? It's like... See, that's the thing Sunderland will do. And it's such an annoying thing when it happens. It really does. Rig is still a young lad. Yeah, of course he is. We need a Sing Jaded. Says, any more transfer news, Cabby? No, there's nothing as of such. I'll say I will be disappointed if it is just that one play. Leeds won't get caught now, mate. No. I mean, look. Oh, you've done it, have you? Let's have a look, John boy. What can you see, John boy? Just put your username on again, mate. John boy, let's see if I can add you again. Or can you see my channel? Have you send me a friend request on Discord, John boy? See if that'll work that way. If you can win your home games and not lose many away games, you should be okay. So a draw tonight is a good result. I don't think a draw tonight is a bad result, but because of the fact we failed to beat Plymouth or Argyle, means it's not the best result, if you know what I mean. Michael Gunning, hi Cabbie, it's good morning from Australia. It says good morning to you, Michael Gunning. Richard says maybe sub Roberts for Mayenda and stick Rigg just behind Wilson. The Packer Andrew says I'm watching on the box. What I've observed so far is not exceptional, but the strength is okay at the minute. I think it's time we come on harder, I think. Yeah, if you just type in the MACKEM CABBIE. On Discord, you should see us. If you just type that name in to Discord, you should see me coming up. To me, only good result is a win. It is, Colin. It is. It's just, I know where you're coming from because we're playing catch up. We are playing catch up to chase the top two. David Jackson, my tenner was a good investment in Leeds. Looks like I'll get me 70 quid back. Roland Sinclair says Pato will lose this for us. He needs to kick it away ASAP, says Roland. Hello, Roland Sinclair. How are you doing? Scott Williams says, any more news on the lad from Liverpool? Well, apparently he's having a medical at Sunderland. That's what's going on. It does seem done and dusted. So let's have a look on social media, what they've said, thoughts on the first half. Let's have a look. So then, Paul Roddenberry says, rubbish, apart from a deflected goal. Roberts, Rigg, defo needs to come off. Cheers, Paul Heron. Thanks very much. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate, says Roland. Thank you. That's good to hear. Dave Bernstein of the first half performance is lucky to be back in the game, to be honest. He says, I would have Mayenda up top with Isidore second half and take either Rigg or Roberts off. Tony Lee says, final balls are rubbish. He says, we always seem to have someone towards the edge of the box and can never pull it back to them. Tommy says they could have been 2 or 3-0 up before we scored. Played a lot better after the equaliser. Our defence still looks shaky. Stephen says, 09 caught out a few times. First half, so Bollard swap at some point. Lefebvre, imagine if he was in the centre of the pitch. I think Isidore would benefit from that change. Rigg off for Mayenda at some point. A lot of people saying Rigg needs to come off. It's difficult to watch, says Ian Gibson. Graham says, shocking start as usual. Grew into the game but looks vulnerable every time they come forward. We are lucky to be level, says Graham. Scott says, we look suspect at the back, especially the right side. Not sure how Isidore can't watch the line to stay on side either, other than that. Lefebvre looks fantastic. It says, Neil done well to win the ball back for the goal. Duncan says, was always going to be a tricky start, but our passing was shocking overall. Lucky to be level. Let's hope we can pull ourselves together in the second half. So generally, it's not a positive response from the Sunderland fans watching that first half. A lot of fans say we're lucky to be level. So there we go. What's your thoughts on the match so far, says Packer Andrew. Pretty much what everybody else is saying. It's like we haven't got out of bed for the first half, the first 15-20 minutes. We still look a bit shaky at the back. It's like there's something missing. There's just something stopping us from clicking as a unit tonight at the minute. Sell 09 and Watson for me, says David. Are people on here thinking 09 keeps getting silly yellow cards? He does all the time, yeah. Freshie 2006. I'll try and add you, Freshie 2006. I'll just copy that. Let's see if I can get you. I tried to do Johnny's, but it's saying like the it says your username is incorrect. Freshie 2006. I've tried to just send a friend request, but it says the username is incorrect. Have you got any cap locks or anything like that? Or search for me, Dougie. Search the MACKEM CABBIE and send me a friend request. And it's the same for you as well, Johnny Boy 992. It's just saying your username doesn't exist, or it's the wrong username for some strange reason. So I'm trying to add friends, and it just says, oh yes, I have sent you one, John Boy. I've sent you one. Yeah, that's now gone through. Oh, that's good. I'll try again with you. Maybe it's just a glitch. I will try and add Freshie again. Right, let's see if this comes up with anything. Yeah, it looks like that's your wrong username, Freshie. So check your username again and see if that's the right one. I've got John Boy. I've added you, mate. But Freshie, check yours. Pike Bishop says, hoping to see the Lafay debut goal for us second half, 63rd minute most likely. I want to see him in the middle. I want to see Lafay in the middle. Packer Andrew says, 09 is a hothead on the pitch. He needs to calm down. It was just such a stupid yellow card, wasn't it, to give away? Invite to server. I've just invited Johnny to the server as well. I sent you a message, says John Boy. Let's have a look. Oh yes, I can see you now. Brilliant. Actually, you're on there now. If you look on Discord, you'll see a little picture where it says the MACKEM CABBIE server. You can click on that when we do our transfer deadline day show with Davey, and you can join us on that as well. It's easy to do. Lafay needs to be moved inside. He does. Is he ever going to play Lafay inside though? I were missing the trick at that point by not doing that. Thanks for the subscriber. Thank you very much. and the under-21s team finished Wolves 2, Sunderland 2 of the under-21s. Gary Bennett says, we've seen it time and time again where Sunderland are slow starters but have grown into games. Slowly but surely they start to take over. Middlesbrough started with a high tempo and we struggled to match it, especially on their right. We got to grips with it and Luke Ayling didn't get in so much. Hopefully we can sort one or two situations out in the changing rooms. We've got the talent to do it. We've more than got the talent to do it. I don't know. I was set up wrong, do you think? Has Lafay got us set up wrong? Not Lafay. Regis Labrie, should I say? Has he got us set up wrong for... I don't know. You never know with this Sunderland side of ours, do you?
Foul or not foul, but you know, the worry for me was how...
Yeah, still got the music. Come on, Paddy Roberts. He's just not being the same player. All the lights are on at Ellen Road. Is something happening now? It must be the cleaners. The 7 goals. Maybe he's repairing the opposition's net, Fernie, the amount of times you hit it. Gee yourself up. Watch the 4 goal against the Mags. Johnny Boy says, I am having a drink. You probably need 10 by the end of full time. Believe me.
Possibly at half time for Reggie Labrie's team to try and go on and win the game this evening. 1-1 then at the start of this second half. Middlesbrough playing from right to left in all red as we look down from the back of the main stand, and the ball at the moment on halfway. Sunderland all in white as O'Nien tries to hook the ball down the left wing for Enzo Lafay, but Mark Travers, the on-loan goalkeeper from Bournemouth, all in yellow, comes out and clears into the crowd on the far side. The drummers started again, a relentless drummer, as the ball comes back to MACKEM in the centre circle, and then down the left, trying to get, well, there was a big push it looked like on Lafay. The ball goes out, but the referee's letting all those sort of challenges go. It's a throw to Middlesbrough on the right, halfway inside their own half. Back from Ayling to Vandenberg, the goalkeeper Travers, and then George Edmondson. He clears past Bergzorg up towards Force, and Hume wins it and plays it to the left. Lafay lays it off behind him to Sirkin, back into the centre circle to Luke O'Nien.
Are we 3-1 up yet? No.
He sold the pass a bit short for Azaz, but he got to him, and Joe pulls the ball back to MACKEM, who plays it back.
Okay, Packy, you're going to watch the second half.
To our left in his short sleeve.
I hope you get the players you need for any good luck, mate.
Just outside the penalty area, he drives the ball down the left wing, looking for the run of Lafay, but it's headed by Vandenberg out into midfield and eventually up towards Hackney, who's fouled by Dan Neil. And a free kick to Middlesbrough on the left of central midfield. Hackney takes it, Hayden Hackney. Back to Morris, Aidan Morris, defensive midfielder, plays it across to Luke Ayling on the right wing, who swings a ball up to the edge of the Sunderland penalty area, straight to Anthony Patterson. Patterson pausing for a moment with a ball at his side, then rolls it out to Luke O'Nien on the left. Azaz goes to close him down, but it's played back by Sirkin to Patterson, out through Dan Neil, who skips around, twists away from Hayden Hackney, gets the ball to Lafay, out to Sirkin, back again.
Johnny, we're live on Friday, 8 till 9.
48th minute of the game.
But we're doing the transfer deadline special show. We're doing it tonight, John Boy.
Away with this over the halfway line.
We're doing it tonight
nice ball
as well,
straight
after the game until the end of transfer deadline day. So you're welcome to join us if you want.
Him and quickly out to Patrick Roberts on the right wing. 2 defenders in front of him, and Roberts dribbling at them and then cutting across the back of the penalty area. Goes round 1, then 2. He's nearly tackled by Azaz, but the ball comes back to Neil, and no O'Nien. Neil again. Neil trying to find Job. Job battles with Morris. Morris trying to get a foot to it. Job looked as though it bobbled off his arm, but it's come out eventually to MACKEM, and it's out for a throw to Middlesbrough on the left-hand side.
Yeah, you want to come on, John Boy. Just come onto the server.
The flag finally comes up for the throw. And I think literally after it left Ryan Giles's hands. And then out wide to the right-hand side. Ayling back to Vandenberg, Morris, and lifts it over Patrick Roberts' head out to the left wing to Ryan Giles, the defender on loan from Hull City, who was here previously on loan when he was at Wolves, but then signed for Luton for a season before joining Hull last summer. Now with O'Nien, back to Patterson.
I still can't add you, Dougie.
Patterson to O'Nien.
Check your settings.
Again.
You might have a private setting, so you're invisible and I can't find you.
Up to the halfway line, into the Middlesbrough half. Whittaker tackles him. The ball shoots off the Middlesbrough man into touch for a Sunderland throw. Sirkin back to
you can
O'Nien,
type my name in,
Dan
Dougie, the
Neil.
MACKEM CABBIE,
Neil forwards
in the friends bar, and just press search and see if you can find me.
Closed down by Bergzorg. Azaz on the hunt for the ball, but O'Nien trying to get it down the left wing to Sirkin. Ayling heads it away down the right, and Whittaker has got to get around O'Nien, but O'Nien's got in front of him, passes it back to Patterson. Force goes to close him down, Marcus Force, but it comes back up towards halfway, and the loose ball play through. Onside Isidore. Isidore on his own against the goalkeeper, goes round the keeper and makes it 2-1.
Get in! Get in!
Minute. By the
way,
what a ball from Isidore. The flag stayed down this time. And Wilson Isidore nets his 10th goal of the season.
By the way, give that goalkeeper some money to pay to get back in. He has sold him. Oh, what a finish. So calm.
He held his nerve, Isidore. He took the keeper on, went round him and rolled it in to the empty net. And Sunderland lead by 2-1.
Open the door, get on the floor. Open the door, he's going to score. We all love Wilson Isidore.
The ball slipped through.
Open the door, he's going to score.
Him and he was away.
We all love Wilson Isidore.
So cool. Just waltzed round the goalkeeper.
Oh, did you see how he just dummied him there, like?
But again, who played the ball through? Lefebvre, wasn't it? Lefebvre, yeah.
Come on, son, and kill these off it.
Is unbelievable.
I hope Regis Lebris doesn't go defensive now.
Vision.
I hope he doesn't bring Isidore off now and then let's go defensive.
To Sunderland. 5 minutes into the second half. We have the restart now, finally. As Wilson Isidore, who's just signed that new contract at Sunderland.
I'll adjust the scoreboard in a minute. I'm just watching this again. It's sexy as out.
Could, of course, had a couple more, but that's for another day.
That's class.
The game underway with Middlesbrough back in their own half at the moment.
Woo.
Neil trying to win it. Azaz. It's back out to Ayling on the right-hand side.
He's going to score.
Back again to Mark Travers.
We all love Wilson Isidore.
The Middlesbrough goalkeeper.
Come on, son, and don't sit back, please. Let's go and kill these off, man. They're nout, Middlesbrough. Absolutely nout.
Vandenberg to Hackney, trying to find Whittaker.
Destroy them.
And now Ayling back into the middle and out to Giles on the left-hand side.
Come on, Wilson.
Giles trying to get away down the left wing. The ball rolls out for a throw.
Well done.
To Sunderland. Game management, as we always say now.
Yeah.
If Sunderland could get a third, that would be good news. Throw which will be taken right-hand side by Trey Hume.
Over the moon, John Boy. Pure class.
Comes to Hayden Hackney. Has it gone out? It's gone out for a throw again to Sunderland.
We should tear these apart now, like. I'm not trying to tempt fate, but we should. We should. 114 watching. Hit that thumbs up, thank you. It'd be good if we can get 100 likes. We're on 46.
Heading the ball inside.
And if you're new, hit
now Joe to
subscribe button.
Stabs it to Job again. Now Sirkin. Low ball. Isidore. Oh, it comes back out. A save from Rigg by the keeper. Flag came up anyway. Which has saved Isidore's blushes there.
I tell you what, great football.
but
come on, we should murder these, man.
Yeah, it deserved the
Wilson
goal.
Isidore, Son and French prime boy, the next Erling Haaland, says US.
Middlesbrough suddenly look at
And the Sunderland fans are taunting the Middlesbrough fans there. They're loving it at the minute.
Started the game tonight. Sunderland lead 2-1. Job stumbling through, kept his feet, but then lost the ball. And Hayden Hackney is caught by Rigg. It's a free kick to Middlesbrough.
We're murdering these at the minute. Like we've got to be doing this for the full second half now. Like we've got to show our quality. You're singing Andrew, Packer Andrew.
Giles down the left wing. Bergzorg under pressure from Hume. Gets it back to Edmondson, and then Morris across to Vandenberg, and wide again to Luke Ayling. On to Morgan Whittaker, who puts the ball out. It's a throw to Sunderland, halfway inside their own half on the left-hand side in the 55th minute here at the Riverside.
That move deserved a goal.
Listen to Sunderland fans, man.
When they're in that sort of form, they're imperious, aren't they? It's beautiful to watch. Here they come again. Rigg out to Hume. It's the Sunderland fans now you can hear in the far corner. 2,200 in this crowd of 29,000 plus.
Isidore was offside there. Like I'm just looking at that replay there. That was VAR. It would have been offside.
But floats one down the left wing looking for Sirkin. And it's stabbed away by Ayling, and then
Cabby, we should be playing like this for the whole, for the full game. I know, Ryan, I know.
Turns it away forwards to Dan Neil.
They're there for the taking now. We must put our chances away.
Hackney tried to tackle him, drives the ball out to throw to Sunderland, quickly taken by Lefay. Back to Neil on the touchline. Little ball through now to Sirkin, leaves it for Lefay inside to Job, who swings the ball out wide, looking for Roberts, takes it down on his left foot, slips it down the right of the penalty area.
Open the door, he's going to score.
Chris
We all
Rigg,
love Wilson Isidore.
Roberts sweeps the ball into the box. It drops, sweeps past Job and Isidore. Neither who could make contact.
Jonathan, I've just seen the angle. The short on here.
Yes, they have. So.
Can we now forgive Wilson?
Go, the Sunderland fans sing.
I never unforgive Wilson.
Mark Travers
one of those things with penalties, isn't it?
Goal kick for Middlesbrough.
Class dislike, says Richard. I'm going on Saturday, says Johnny Boy.
To Sunderland. In fact, to Middlesbrough. It just came flicked off.
It's
Sunderland's flow. I thought it was. He took it with such certainty. Went to take the throw with such certainty, Bergzorg, and the flag wasn't raised by the assistant. Hume will take the throw now for Sunderland. To Roberts, to Rigg,
look at
now to Job again. Job getting away through the middle here with Sirkin and with Lefay.
We're doing it again, SJ. We must put the chances away.
Job now just rolling it to the left again to Sirkin. Sirkin again looking for Lefay. Will he be beaten by the pace of the ball?
This
Lefay,
is where it matters. When we're on top and we're getting chances, this is where we need to make it count. We have to make it count. Because Middlesbrough will get back into this game. They will have a spell. Of course they will. We won't keep this tempo up for the whole of the second half. And this is where we need to be clinical. We do need to be clinical.
Halfway line.
On Sky, he was well onside when it was played, says Jonathan. Must have just been the angle they showed me on here.
Middlesbrough, which Ryan Giles
He's just young and wants to give back to the fans, David. The free Premier League player, says Colin Todd.
And Morris
Roberts having a good game. He's having a better second.
Wide again to Ayling.
And
down the right wing,
we've
swings
hit
across in, looking
another
for force, caught by Patterson off the Finnish international's head.
Great take. Excellent.
And the player coming on
Junior,
is the new signing Samuel Ealing Jr. on loan from
that's what happens when you did it.
Silly.
As the ball given away here, and Hackney drives one into the net.
For God's sake, man.
18 yards out. Hayden Hackney equalises in the 59th minute.
I don't know what Sunderland are doing.
I don't know what Sunderland are doing.
To Joe Bellingham there, it wasn't the best of ball. He's had his pockets picked, and you've got to say it's a tremendous finish by Hackney. But that was poor.
What are we doing at defence, like?
18 yards out, he drove it low into the bottom left-hand corner.
That's awful, like.
Middlesbrough's second goal of the evening, scoreline number 7.
What chance have you got? What chance have you got when you just like giving them chances like that, giving them goals like that?
So it's all square again.
Seriously, God, I like pressing the self-destruct button, don't we?
For Ealing Jr.
Heaven's sakes, man. Job not strong enough. See that coming a mile away. Well, so what happens when you didn't really put more of your chances away?
Goal of the season.
Yeah, we've only got ourselves to blame.
Yeah, exactly.
How many times though? How many times have we been mucking about at the back?
And Hackney took full advantage at the edge of the area, driving that shot low.
It was a good finish
into the bottom,
but he shouldn't have been given that opportunity.
Corner. Half an hour to play.
Why doesn't Patterson just boot it out? Just get it down the field.
Middlesbrough come away down the right with Ealing Jr. As he gets to the corner of the penalty area, it comes through to Force. Force bobbles off.
Fannying about at the back again.
For a corner to Middlesbrough, who are suddenly all fired up.
Yeah,
they've actually just won their first corner of the game.
Sunderland need to get a grip of it again. You know, just going back to that, Nick, we've had a couple of opportunities. We could have made it 3-1.
Yeah, Dougie, check your settings, mate. I'm definitely on Discord, mate.
Guide away.
Definitely.
So now,
don't worry, there's plenty of time to lose this as in. We don't put teams away when we're all over them and then let Porter just happen to us over, mate. I don't know.
Is it Marcus Force?
But the thing is, though, we just.
Meppham's doing a bit of pushing.
We didn't need to do what we did.
Stephen Martin, all in black, jogs back out to the penalty spot.
It's like we didn't like to be in front. It's like, well, get on, he's the ball. There we are. Make it 2-2.
You've got to concentrate.
And it's taken long. It's
a
swinger here, and Job throws himself at it. He's hurt himself. He's picking himself up, and Bergstall.
Now these Middlesbrough.
Bergstall shot in is cleared by 09 and nearly got Isidore away again.
Nearly away,
but it was blocked.
But you could play Clag-Eaton United, and if you're going to be doing stupid errors like that at the back, you're going to give goals away.
Back into the middle, Edmondson to Morris. Morris wide again to Giles. Giles back behind him to Hayden Hackney. Hackney, 22 years old now.
Shut up, Barra. Shut up, Barra. Shut up, Barra.
Hackney. And Hackney inside to Morgan Whittaker, trying to find Bergsaw, comes back to Whittaker. A great tackle by O'Nien. Very, very good tackle by O'Nien. With the ball given away again to Ayling. Ayling now, trying to find Hayden Hackney. Blocked by Trey Hume.
Yeah, I've seen that Johnny's got it, mate. Come on, lad, says Luty.
Wide on the left wing, down into the Middlesbrough half. Job taking this on. Job striding towards the corner of the penalty area. Into the penalty area now. Red shirts all back inside the Middlesbrough penalty box. And it's played back out to Sirkin. Down the left, what lovely play by Lefay. Now he's trying to take it into the penalty area on the left-hand side. He's blocked. Plays it back out to Job. Job in the middle, plays it to Mepham, who's inside the Middlesbrough.
I mean, a Sunderland thinking the Real Madrid at the back or something, just casually mucking about.
And it's put behind by the defender Edmondson, nearly past his own keeper, but it's a corner.
It could have been an own goal.
Easily.
It's end to end, isn't it? It's a tremendous tackle by Luke O'Nien on the edge of the box. Yes. He had to get it right.
Patrick Roberts then down to take this corner on the right-hand side, Sunderland's third corner. Their first of the second half.
Lefay's absolutely class.
And only
just our defence at the minute's letting Sunderland down.
Centre circle.
Our defence is letting Sunderland down, and that's what makes it
it's headed away by Morgan Whittaker.
Frustrating.
Out to the far side, and Morris plays it on to Ealing Jr.
We've got Stroke, some Premier League-ish quality up front,
Jr.'s got past him,
and at times League 2 defending. It's just terrible. It's just terrible at the back.
Inside the Middlesbrough half, and Joe's going to be shown a yellow card.
Time to pull their big boy pants up and take control. Cracking game this. At his
8th yellow card of the season, incidentally, Job. So this free kick, Luke Ayling is going to take it. It's Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland 2. We're in the 64th minute. And The ball across to the left. Edmondson down the left wing to Bergzorg. Hume tries to push him off the ball. Bergzorg inside to Hackney. Back to Morris. And then to Hackney again. Hackney into the middle to, well, Job. He's passed it to. Job is caught. Play on, says the referee. Wilson brings it down at the edge of the area. On his left. Oh, the keeper's made a save, and it didn't get his body fully behind.
I don't know why Ballard's not playing regularly.
Tell you what, he's done well there, the keeper, because it nearly went underneath him.
It nearly did.
Well, you would think Dodds is still in it tonight, isn't he?
Himself up.
I tell you what, he's been booked already, Morris. And he's brought him down. That should have been a yellow card.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because you're right. Morris,
we haven't got the quality to muck about at the back. We haven't.
Neil is saying, but he's got to be careful here, Neil.
Patterson, clear the bloody ball.
This referee sent Dan
get
Neil
rid of the thing
earlier in the season against Burnley, and he's got the prerogative as captain to talk to the referee. But the referee's having some strong words, I think, with Dan Neil, who's now having to walk back up to the centre circle.
It is a good game.
With this corner kick.
I mean, a draw is a fair result at the minute. I'm not going to argue that.
He got away with it.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
We've let Middlesbrough back in.
No matter what, that was a
question of a doubt.
Well, I think he ducked.
See, this is the difference between the Sunderland or Leeds United.
Here's Roberts trying to get it back on the right.
Leeds would probably be about 4-1 up by now.
Neil,
not Sunderland. Not Sunderland.
And Lefay goes.
And that's the difference. That's the difference at the minute.
He lands on his back. And I think the referee stopped play because he feels this is technically a head injury because he hit his head on the floor.
Undo all the hard work by stupid mistakes. Stupid mistakes all the time.
So just going back, they've counted themselves. Look in Middlesbrough, they should be down to 10 men. You know, and Dan Neil's saying to Reggie Brees.
Well, he's down on the touchline now, yeah. Lefay, they're checking him out now. He hit his head as he fell awkwardly. Chelsea won, West Ham won in the Premier League tonight.
Look at the social comments as well about the equaliser. Game management yet again. Jordan says dominating, then shoot ourselves in the foot by mucking about at the back. Terrible off 4-9. And Paul says, I get attacked every time I say it, but Luke has been a liability all season. Love the lad, but he's nowhere near good enough to be in this team that's chasing automatic promotion. He kills us week in, week out. Wow. What is Job doing, says Eve? Go to the ball and pass it back. He's turned his back to let the ball run through about a week too early and lost it. Shocking, another goal from an error. Borough pushing bad game management from Sunderland. 09's going to kill the whole season. Is that harsh?
2-2. Sunderland are going to make a change as well, and it looks like
it is, David. It's pointless having strikers when you've got idiots in defence.
Ushered back by Pedro Ribeiro. So
your defence is equally as important as your strikers, and at the minute, what chance have Sunderland got? If our defence is going on like the way we are.
Neil's just barged off the ball by Whittaker.
Get me end on, says SJ. Looks okay. He does look okay. Pep bought this messing about at the back to English football, and look how it's biting them at the moment. Says Scott.
30 seconds now, Annie.
You think, yeah, easily, I think.
How was that not a foul? Lefay went up for a header, and the Borough player stepped up.
And now he's allowed back on.
So do you think this would be a disaster if it finished 2-2 then?
And back to Mepham, and back to 09, wide on the left, and now Middlesbrough preparing to bring on their second substitute.
I mean, at the beginning of the season, they couldn't score against us. Our defence was rock solid. What's going on? What's wrong?
Ball here to the edge of the area for Isidore, who swings out to the right wing, plays it back to Hume. Hume to Roberts, taps it back to Neil. Neil away from Force to Roberts.
How long did our lead last? 5 minutes?
Into circuit in the penalty area on the left-hand side. He clips it back here. Job trying to get on the end of it. It's blocked, a shot by Giles, and then headed out into the path of Roberts again. Roberts brings it down, edge of the area, and Patrick Roberts now, just a sea of red in front of him. He plays it back behind him to Hume, who crosses into the edge of the area where it's easily cleared and then put out.
I'm sorry, but I didn't think we'll have any chance in the playoffs with this defence of ours, the way our defence is. Just constantly letting us
Middlesbrough's
down.
not played since Boxing Day. Marcus Force is the player who he replaces. Former Bristol City striker, of course. 8 goals this season for Tommy Conway. He's been injured. He's come back on now. And we are in the...
If no one scores against you, you never get beat. Tonks, you're right. But I just, at the minute, I don't know what it is. Our defence, I just don't like it at the minute.
On the centre spot. Plays it to Neil again. And
I've
Neil
just
plays
totally
all the
lost
way
faith in our defence. We're not like what we
Anthony
used to be at the beginning of the season.
Kicks it out to O'Nien. Tries one.
Oh dear, Sunderland, what are you doing?
She does. Into the centre circle. Hackney brings us into the Sunderland half and plays it wide to the left to Bergzorg. Behind him is Giles, and Hackney again behind him, and it's slipped inside.
Not true word, we scored 3 own goals once.
Plays it to Vandenberg, out wide to Luke Ayling, down the line to Ealing Jr. and Ayling Jr. and it's played behind to Morris.
We've got to sort our defence out, John Boy.
Morgan Whittaker, low shot, and down goes Patterson to his right to make a comfortable save.
We don't need to pass it around the back like that. Are you for 5-1 up or something? Yeah, but not when you're 1 goal to the advantage, especially away from home. What are you playing at? Just mucking it about in your own, deep in your own half like that.
Salih Samed.
Launch the ball forward. If the ball's in the other half, it's not near you, is it?
2, Sunderland 2, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. We're on till 10:30 tonight. And here's O'Nien to Mepham.
Riggs gone off.
Down by Tommy Conway. Out though to the right wing, Hume. Rigg let it swing past him. He was looking to try and get it through to Roberts, I think. Now. And the substitution will be made now by Sunderland. 4th official James Bell trying to organise his ball. And you're right, it's Rigg who's coming off.
So it's like at the minute when Sunderland got in front, you're just waiting for the other team to equalise, aren't you? It's just like a waiting game. You know, when we're in front, I'm just looking on the chat. I'm just waiting for people to say they've equalised. It just seems to happen all the time at the minute.
Into that holding defensive role.
Bad throw.
Aidan Morris gets it down for Ealing Jr. Brings it across this left-hand side.
Surely he's not gone defensive. You can't how can you defend 2-2?
Now with Morris again, out to Bergzorg on this left-hand side. Inside again to Hackney, back to Morris.
It's soul destroying, isn't it, Johnny Boy? After last week, why is he bringing him on?
Just through to Bergzorg at the edge of the area. Sally's forcing him out. Plays it back to Vandenberg, now to Ayling on the right. Ayling Jr.
There must be something in Samed's contract.
By Sirkin's tackle.
That's all I can say.
Lefay now looks up, looking for the run of Dan Neil. Neil drops over his shoulder and Edmondson gets in front of him. Isidore almost intercepted it on its way across to the left, and Giles plays it on though to Hayden Hackney, and down this left wing again to Bergzorg, and Bergzorg now trying to cut inside and behind Hackney, back to Bergzorg at the edge of the area, bounces into the middle to Ayling, and then Lefay gets a touch, Joe pushes it away. Vandenberg runs onto it, down the right to Ealing Jr., who drives it straight at Lefay, to Job, back to Lefay on that left-hand side. In front of him is Morris, and then the foul by Ayling.
Great feet.
Catches Lefay. Free kick for Sunderland.
He's a quality player,
isn't he? Just tricky, isn't he?
He is.
Now O'Nien to Mepham. Mepham up towards the halfway line, out to Hume on this right-hand side. Hume looking for the run of Isidore, cut out by Edmondson. It's a throw to Sunderland down the right wing. Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland 2 in the 74th minute. Hume with the throw. He's 20 yards from the corner. Finds Isidore trying to flick it back to Roberts.
Jonathan says, more like Speakman calling the shots again. Ryan Jones says, we have no one up front to play the ball to. They're dropping back.
On the right, halfway inside.
Paul says, Borough centre-backs are a pair of donkeys. Bring on Mienda for Roberts.
Yeah, he's trying to stretch, wasn't he, at the edge of the
penalty area. But what chance
area.
have you got, though? What chance have you got when your defence is digging that?
Warming up.
You know, what chance have you got?
Left-hand side, it's played back by Lefay to...
Yeah, I've got you now, Dougie. Fantastic, mate.
Back again, tap to Lefay. Back to O'Nien. Across here to Mepham. And Mepham...
It's like we've polished a Ferrari and it looks great, it looks fantastic, and then the defence comes up with a bucket of shite and just chucks it all out of it.
In the centre circle, who lays it off to Mepham. And Mepham...
We have got no chance of winning games if we keep doing what we're doing at the back.
So whether there is a suggestion that Isidore...
We won't win a game
be replaced
for the rest of the season if our defence keeps doing what they're doing.
Middlesbrough.
Harsh words, I know, but until they tighten up at the back, they will not win any more games, Sunderland, if they carry on what they're doing at the back.
Live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
Pike says, agree, Mienda for Roberts. Michael Kerning says, this is worrying, no forward movement from old boy. Sorry to say, but Job needs to do more than just looking cool. Scott Williams says, I think 2 up top would be more of an outlet.
Forward, who did have a spell on loan at Huddersfield. Signed in the summer from Mainz 05.
Like I said, what's the point if your defence is as bad as ours at the minute?
And a free kick this time to Sunderland, which Job pushes back to O'Nien. Then forwards now to Neil, gets it out to Roberts on the right wing. Roberts dribbling on down the right hand side. Giles going with him. Roberts still has the ball. Roberts cutting inside, little short pass to Neil. Surely that's a foul on Dan Neil. Picks himself up, and then Salis penalised for a foul on Bergzorg. Ealing Jr. was trying to
played in the 74 minutes.
Sprint away, a quick free kick, but Hayden Hackney takes it, pushes it across.
If we concede 3,
Vandenberg, Ailing, and now Ealing Jr. trying to find Whittaker, cut out by Lefay. Salis gets it forward to Joe, back again to O'Nien, and one of the advertising sheets has blown onto the pitch.
I've just got no faith in us whatsoever at the back. It's as simple as that.
Play continues. Now they've noticed that Humes
it sounds daft, but I'm not comfortable when Sunderland got in front.
Patterson's pointing back.
Win Sunderland says Marlborough. Mackem says Ballard should play instead of O'Nien. Why isn't he playing? That's what I want to know.
Advertising sheet back off the pitch.
O'Nien's constantly making mistakes.
Blow on in the first place. You can see how heavy it is.
I'm more nervous when Sunderland are in the lead. Am I mad for saying that?
Referee's gone to check and he's asked them to push it back.
I'm more nervous when Sunderland are in front.
And it helps them do so. Hefty heave by
be nice if refs played for it, might be help, it would be.
Advertising sheet back. And he'll come for a drop ball. Will Tommy Conway throw the ball back to Bergzorg?
It is Tonks. No good when your defence is letting goals in.
To Anthony Patterson at the edge of the Sunderland penalty area. Into the 78th minute.
I don't know what you mean, a rosy voice, John Boy.
Patterson's kick.
Win Sunderland.
Chest of
it is O'Nien's fault.
Gets it away now to Bergzorg on this left side on the halfway line. Hume takes a stab at it. Neil runs through, gets caught by Bergzorg, who's going to be booked for that challenge.
Brian Hughes, bring on Mienda and up the tempo. It's almost like Regis LeBrie's going to be happy with a point
just
here.
Inside the Middlesbrough half on the right hand side. Mienda still warming up.
We're slowly turning into the draw specialists, aren't we?
Hume.
If you're playing for a place in the Prem, then yes, you should have a good back line. You're right with the assessment. A good team always has a good back line. We haven't at the minute. Hello, Bran Gaiman, welcome. How are you doing?
Sunderland's next change, and it will be, you assume, for Isidore. Good ball in.
When Rosie came on, I reconciled her voice. I don't know what you mean, Johnny boy, lad.
By Edmondson, bounces away from Lefay, but he still manages to get it. brings it down, and Hackney's trying to grab him.
It's gone quiet the game now, isn't it?
Over, but Middlesbrough get the ball clear, only into touch from Aidan Morris, and a throw on the halfway line on the left, which Sirkin takes back to Luke O'Nien, and
I would definitely drop O'Nien next game, like.
Sirkin on the left-hand side. Sirkin,
and I'm not having this Mr. Sunderland bollocks. It's like it's about quality on the pitch, not about Mr. Sunderland. Mr. Sunderland's not going to get you results, is it?
2-2.
Darren says, "Stop being so negative." Am I being so negative? Darren thinks I'm being so negative.
Down by Ealing Jr. But it's played inside to Job by
more like frustration, Darren. The way we shoot ourselves in the foot,
lets
man.
it run on through, tap back to O'Nien, then Job again. Job back to O'Nien. Out wide to Hume.
Thanks for the subscriber. Cheers.
Scrappy pass back to Mepham, but he gets it away to O'Nien, who's driven this upfield, looking for the run of Job. Comes down for Vandenberg and is tidied up by Ayling, back to goalkeeper Mark Travers, and now out on the left of the penalty area, George Edmondson to Giles. It played off Roberts, and the ricochets in the end take it to Hume. Roberts somehow keeps it in, and now taking it on down the touchline. A touch was that from Giles behind for a corner. It's a good play by Roberts. It's a fifth.
Hey, Lee, Catmull, Peter Wayne. When Rosie joins your live, I used to play against her.
Surprised if Mayanda comes on for Roberts.
Do you think so?
Peter.
And they keep two up front.
Are you enjoying this match?
Well,
am I being too negative, Peter?
Roberts
what do you
is
reckon?
going to take the corner from the right-hand side. Lefay is down at the right corner of the penalty area. Referee's happy now, and Roberts in swinging is headed away though, and it'll roll out, come out to
Mienda on for Isidore.
Wide on the left.
Isidore's had a good game, mind today. Isidore's had a hell of a game.
Offside. Free kick to Middlesbrough. Mienda's going to come
Peter
on
says,
now.
no, I'm not being too negative. Tonk says, we cause our own problems.
And he's coming on for Isidore.
It's just frustrating, man, isn't it? It's just frustrating.
Environmental Services going on for Sunderland, number 18, Wilson Isidore, coming on number 12, Eliza Mienda.
Mienda still waits.
Come on, Eliza.
It wouldn't be too bad if they scored a screaming goal and there's nothing you could do about it. It's disappointing, you know what I mean? But to do it the way we've done it,
10 goals this season.
Gut-wrenching, man.
It's 10th tonight in the 50th minute to give Sunderland the lead, but a lead that only lasted 9 minutes. Hayden Hackney equalised. 2-2.
I'd take the draw, Johnny, yeah.
In the 82nd minute.
Should have kept Isidore on and had two strikers, says
down
Ryan.
The left wing to Giles. Roberts chases back. It slipped inside to Whittaker. Whittaker's cross straight into the hands of Anthony Patterson. Sailed into his hands.
O'Nien's been terrible, Peter. I don't know what's the matter with him. You got an unnecessary yellow card, like wrestling the player to the ground.
Hume out wide to Roberts, just kept it in. Yeah, back to Hume. And
Lee Catmull, black from the past. Enzo's playing out of his skin. It seems like he's alone out there. He needs to be in the middle, Michael. We need to get him in the middle. He's wasted.
O'Nien and Sirkin again trying to get this upfield towards Mienda, but it drops for Edmondson, who lifts it back up over the halfway line, and Mepham glances it back with his head to Hume on this right-hand side.
Whether you like it or not, a draw is better than a defeat, I suppose.
He'll claim he was fouled by Hackney as the ball swept past the pair of them, but the referee nor the assistant has given anything.
Should have kept Isidore on. I'm with you, Ryan Jaws, says Scott.
Goalkeeper, and he's being closed down by Job, and now Mienda as Edmondson plays it back up towards the halfway line. Mepham gets his head onto it, out to Roberts in front of Regis Lebris. Forwards here to Salis, who's fouled by Hackney.
How many times?
And it's going to be a free
Even Benno's getting annoyed now. Two up top. We just don't like that two up top, do we?
Inside the Middlesbrough half.
Don't forget, we are doing the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davey show after this match tonight until the end of transfer window deadline day. So you're welcome to stay with us.
Comes back to Salis. Salis on the left, just inside the Middlesbrough half. Down that left wing, O'Nien.
We're doing a review and chatting about the game and seeing if there's any players coming in.
Lefay in the middle.
How many games this season over Christmas have we drawn games? Far too many, Peter.
Hume out to Patrick Roberts. Roberts now has got Giles in front of him, taking him on.
Getting back to the Jack Ross days, isn't it?
And Roberts still going across the back and slips it through, trying to find Mayenda. Comes back out to Roberts. Lovely ball from him, out to Lefay on the right. Lefay now slipping it into Roberts in the penalty area. Back out to Hume. Hume shoots straight at the goalkeeper. Took a slight curve around Hackney, but comfortably taken by Travers.
But this is a stinking fixture, this, for Sunderland, though, isn't it? This is an absolute awful fixture.
And the ball back with the goalkeeper. Travers,
yes, I do it through Discord, Norman.
Out to the edge of the box where Edmondson and Vandenberg.
I think the Dogs would have had walkies.
Towards Bergzorg.
For Vida, come on.
Over him. Bergzorg's holding him off, but it's foul, says the referee.
Mark Palmer says, no, you're not being too critical. If you have aspirations of being a Premier League team, these are the standards you need to be at. Sometimes you just need to be at it consistently. Grind out an ugly win.
Few minutes, Paveda, I think, is going to come on for Sunderland.
I said you haven't got a cat in hell's chance if your defence is going to do what you keep on doing. You're just not going to win any games.
And then Giles.
I'm sorry, but you're just not.
Plays it back to the goalkeeper again. Travers is at the edge of his area.
I think it's the playoffs. I mean, I hope I'm wrong.
Travers goes long.
I don't know. The formation I used to love playing was 3-4-3, and I have one midfielder have a free role to go anywhere on the pitch. Lefay could be that player.
Sirkin on the left-hand side, back inside then to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien taps it to Hume, then to Mepham, and he lifts one over the top. Looking for Mayenda. It bounces too high for him, and it's caught by Travers, who rolls it out to Vandenberg. Out to Ayling, nearly caught by Lefay.
The only thing we can think of is just didn't lose it. I just need one more past the dodgy Borough defence. Neat point though, Dougie. If we keep defending the way we are, what's the point?
Forwards again, but Morris is going to tidy up here for Middlesbrough at the back. Job goes with him. Morris has taken it right back to the edge of his own D, and now to Edmondson in the penalty area. He kicks out down the right wing to Ayling. We're in the 86th minute, and there could be a break for Ealing Jr., but O'Nien's got back first and plays it back to Patterson. And Patterson kicks this out back up to the halfway line, wide on the right, nodded on by Giles, up towards Bergzorg. It breaks for Salis. They nearly lost it. He's won it back. Now finds Neil. Neil is caught by Bergzorg. The referee lets play go on. Roberts coming away with this now, and Roberts on the right, flicking it down the right wing. Paveda's waiting to come on. Edmondson takes it off Mayenda down into the corner, plays it back to the goalkeeper along the goal line, who clears. Out to Salis, who nods it down straight to Morris. He gives it straight to O'Nien. O'Nien's trying to find Lefay on the left, trying to sweep past Ayling into the penalty area, plays it across.
Get in!
No goal by Giles! Ryan
Get in!
to him. Didn't really know much about it and put it past his own keeper.
Mackham nearly had that attack when you said 3-2, because it's 3-2. The home side is the third one first. Should have said 2-3, Mackham.
He had to deal with it. Fantastic, excellent.
Sunderland go 3-2 up in the 87th minute. Ryan Giles can't believe it, but it came at him so quickly.
Oh my God.
Lefay's ball in.
I tell you what, he's quality. He is 100% quality. He is.
And it was. Job was in front of him. I don't think Giles could see the ball coming back in, and he just turned it past his keeper.
He's come off him. He didn't know much about it.
He didn't know much about it, did he? He didn't know really anything about it. And it's Roberts coming off now. Paveda's coming on. It came through 2 or 3 players. He was unsighted, Giles, and it just came off him. His right foot, I think. It was left. Yeah, you can see he didn't know a lot about it.
It's a great finish.
So Sunderland now back in front, looking for a first double over. Middlesbrough since 1962.
Managed the game.
This
now they
team.
just have to manage this out. 89.
Mackham, Mike, be quiet.
Middlesbrough 2, Sunderland
Honestly,
3.
when MACKEM73 posted on the chat 3-2 because 3 is the home side, 2 with the away side, I thought Middlesbrough had scored.
Side, as Middlesbrough trying to work it away down this left with Giles.
So for once, can Sunderland keep it together? No more last minute goals to be let in.
And then it's come back out for a throw to Middlesbrough on the right, on halfway.
Sunderland have lost more points, 11 in the final 10 minutes. I know. Okie dokie zipped, says Mac and Mike. Oh, and the commentary has gone off.
Searching.
Don't you dare, Sunderland AFC. Don't you dare go off. The Sunderland AFC is going to get a phone call tomorrow, like, if I can get through. Oh, my God's sake, what a time for the commentary to go off. But honestly, maybe it's just as good. Oh, there'll be loads of listeners like going daft right now if they're listening to this. There's still time for them to call that goal back. Sunderland still have injury time to let another one in. Oh my god. Would love to win. Always funny seeing Carrick whinge. Hope Avida does not break down. Same points as Burnley and Sheffield. Yep, so far. Lebrie's touching his head at the minute. He's touching his head to say, like, get sorted. Oh, Meander's just missed a sitter. Oh, for God's sake, Meander, man. Meander. Oh, he's playing the ball through. He should have been 4. I don't know. Oh, Meander, he misses that composure, doesn't he? Meander misses that just composure at the end. Oh, I can't believe Sunderland FC's commentary's gone off, man and all. Oh, dear. Oh, Mackham says FFC, so that means it must be 3-3. Is it 3-3, Mackham? I bet you it is and all. I hope it's not 3-3. I hope that's just because Meander missed that chance. Honestly, Sunderland are going to get a roasting. Sickening. I know. There'll be loads phoning in Sunderland with this commentary carry on, like. Oh my god. Well, it says there's only 4 minutes added on here. So for once, can Sunderland hold their own and see this out? Two minutes to go. This will be huge. This is where we need to learn how to close games out, says Durham Diver. Squeaky bum, I can't take it. Your commentary's fine. Yeah, it must be the if you're in Sunderland, you'll be able to get it on Radio Newcastle. This is coming through the website. So I think it's the website that's having major problems. Oh, dear. Lafay, man of the match. Is that right, Ryan? Is he being given man of the match? Mark Palmer says huge result. It is if it stays this way. Can't estimate how big this result would be if it is. So apologise for the background commentary. It's out of my hands. From safc.com. The website is just not commentating. I'll be asking for some sort of refund though. I just don't want anybody in that chat to post that it's 3-3. Yeah, it's Sky Man of the match. 19 heroics. Heroics. Oh, this is the longest minute I have ever known in my life. This is painful, says Nat G. Website gone for a drink to celebrate. A sensational result. Let's go. Keep this up for the rest of the season. We've not won it yet. What the F was Pavida doing, says Jonathan. Website gone for a drink to celebrate. And they've had bugs. It must be the radiation down at Middlesborough. Now in the 6 minute stoppage, still 2-3. Why we're in the 6 minute? Why we're in the 6 minute when there's only 4 minutes added on? Is that actually right? We're in 6 minutes. Why? We've missed 3 sitters. Big up, Cabby. Oh, yes, it's full time. Get in! There's the full time whistle. That's massive. Oh, get in. Get in. So sorry about the silence there, but get in there. Get in. That's absolutely huge. That's massive. Boom! Don't forget, we're doing the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davey show tonight. We are doing the deadline day special, so stay with us if you want. That's massive. That is massive. Oh, cheers, guys. Cheers. It's been nervy, but we've done it. It doesn't matter how ugly it is, but we've done it. That is massive. Regis Lebré is that. Absolutely class. Take that, Smoggies. Fernie, big up, Cabby, and a good win. Catch you later. Cheers, Fernie. Always supports the channel. A good friend of the channel is Fernie, the Leeds United fan. Tonight has been sponsored by Carlin, other beers. Full time after 7 minutes stoppage time. Positive vibes from Helsinki. Oh, dear. Hello. How you doing? You all right? What you up to? I'll have to disconnect you because your line's terrible. Okay, because I can hardly hear you, mate. You'll have to sort your line out, okay, fella?
Okay.
Oh my goodness me. Right. That's massive. What a win that is. Oh, dear. Thanks for the stream, Cabby. Great win. No, you're welcome. Just sorry about the background commentary for SAFC. Oh my God's sake. I really do not know what is going on. The world has returned to a nicer place. Great call, Cabby, and you are never too negative. I was just negative with our defence. It's just unnecessary. We don't need to be doing what we're doing. You're welcome, Paul Heron. 5 points off the top. That win is massive. That is just absolutely huge. dear me. I'm going to see if I can get... let's get the commentary back on if I can get it.
Hello, and thank you for listening to BBC Local.
No, it's still not on the thingy. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Mental. Isidore is in with the fans. Class, good win. Just not a convincing win to me. Hey, a win's a win, innit? The world has returned as Isidore, pure class, playing with the corner flag. Is that what he's doing? I'll get to see all this later on. Isidore's with the fans. That's class. Thank you, Cabbie. Onwards and upwards. You're welcome, Geordie Groundwater. That was mental, wasn't it? That was just absolutely mental. So we'll be doing the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davey show in. Enjoy, man. What a player. Enjoy the fee. And our statement result, even in the overall play, was unconvincing. We get better though. 1 hour to get a winger and striker in. Not going to happen. Thank you, Cabbie. Onwards and upwards. Yeah. Cheers, Cabbie. All the best. Thank you. You're welcome, Sean. You're very much welcome indeed. I just had a heart attack. Isidore is lapping this up. Is this on ITVX, is it? Is this on ITVX? Let's have a look. Put ITV on, it'll probably be the adverts now. Live. Oh yeah, I've got a Febreze advert on here. Le fee is priceless. Never an easy ride for the MACKEMs. Absolutely not.
Local radio on the internet. Unfortunately, the... Hello.
10 o'clock will be able to have the post-match stuff on anyway. Thanks again, Cabbie. Yeah, Dodds has given Rig a hug. Fantastic. Cabbie has my headphone in. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry, Jonathan. We'll get you sorted. You welcome, Billy Fly. ITVX. Yeah, I've got ITVX on and see adverts at the minute. But I'm sure I'll see all the after effects and stuff. Some lovely touches from the feet. I know. Honestly, just mental. That win's massive. Have we just won this? I mean, we made Middlesbrough look good. We made Middlesbrough look good by gifting them that goal. Don't care what anybody says. But whether it's an own goal or it's an own goal, there's Isidore there. He's got his I don't know what he's doing with the corner flag here. What's he doing? He's lifting it up. He's got his shirt on. Sunderland up to fourth, 58 points, level with Burnley. Wow, it's all hotting up now, isn't it? We're pulling right away from Middlesbrough, who they've still out the playoffs. Enzo's first touch is class. Definitely will watch the whole match if it's replayed on SAFC. Well done, Cabbie. Another great watch along. You're welcome. Richard says, who says we can't get out of Max? We have the fight in us. We just need to tighten up at the back and we'll be fine. That's what we need to sort out.
And thank you.
Oh, dear. Waiting for Davey to come on now. Message Davey. Davey. Yeah, we've got the transfer deadline day show coming up with myself and Davey. Kevin Phillips is now he'll be enjoying that, won't he? Phillipsy boy, he'll be enjoying that. Oh. Hasn't sunk in yet that we've won that game. I'll let you know, John Boy. I'm just waiting for Davey to come in, mate. Like you say, hang about. He will be coming in. He'll be on his way. But as I was saying, we were lucky to win that. It was an own goal. But for them to score an own goal, you have to be putting pressure on their defence. And the ball has to be in that area to cause problems. And that's the way I always look at it, whether they score an own goal or not. The ball was played in. We created problems. It's gone enough their player. But it's only because we were putting them under pressure. Just watching Isadore's goal again. 1 hour to get a left back and either a centre back and a lad from Liverpool.
Hello, and thank you.
3 again, beginning with the letters BBC. A very eventful second half. Marco, what did you think of the way that Wilson Isidore took his goal? It was audacious. There was a swagger about it.
Ridiculous. I mean, it was that and Lefay's touch for the third goal.
Yeah,
they're showing ridiculous skills at times. That was.
Hope you're tuning in to watch us getting to Wembley Wednesday, Cabby.
He said,
see you on the next one. Yeah, I will tune in, Mark Palmer. Great channel, great bunch of guys.
Didn't have a very good
best
game,
of luck to you, mate. But I've got a lot of respect for you lot.
Wilson finished very coolly.
Great guys, great
for a man who's
channel.
Been
one win off second place.
By, taking
we'll see you on the next one, Mark
Palmer, the last couple of weeks. But he's he just keeps coming back with good goals, and he played a big part in the game. Benno's still here, by the way.
Yes, I just was gonna just follow on what Marco said. I know what he said about the goalkeeper not having a good game, but he did have a good game. He's made
3-2 to the Sunderland. 3-2 to the Sunderland.
For Middlesbrough. Patterson only had one save to make early doors in the game. But
we just made it hard for ourselves.
Especially in that second half, what Marco was touching on, we started to play with a bit of swagger. And maybe
did Speakman let Watson drive to Brighton and turn down 13 million bid?
That equaliser, but one thing's for sure, and
I don't know. Maybe he ran down, get his fitness going. I don't know.
Is that they have got character.
Dan's has signed, says Richard Newton.
Such a young team.
Did Speakman let David Graham? I can't see Leeds scoring 2 own goals against us 2 weeks tonight.
Panicking on the touchline.
Do you both feel that typified
Davey is coming on.
Sunderland season because they showed that character, but they also played some lovely football.
And
I can see Leeds scoring 2 own goals against us 2 weeks tonight, but who knows? You can't see it. Anyway, Watford on Saturday with a lunchtime kick-off. Never 3 o'clock, is it?
If they play, they win the game. Because, you look at Lafayette, I tell you what, he is a quality player.
You can see that, can't you?
What we've seen of him, and you're thinking, wow, if he costs 20 million, I tell you, it's money well spent.
But look, I think it goes through the team. MACKEM today, he's just like so casual, so calm and calculated, and he's in control of just about every situation. There was players all over the field, had good games today. Our Achilles heel is that naivety. That we I think we can outplay any team in this league. Stand toe to toe with any team in this league. We've shown that, and that was a difficult fixture tonight because Borough, they've gone some big signings in the window. They're a team that constantly are challenging into the to be in the dogfight at the end of the season year after year. But we've come in, we've really had to, we took a bit of, first half an hour wasn't easy, but we've took the brunt of it. But just that bit of naivety is what catches us out each time, and it's, as I said, just a little bit of over-excitement with the way that we were playing, that then they allowed them back into the game when they didn't deserve to be back in the game. And I think that's, just the only thing that you can say against this team, but that is obviously going to be an issue because of the young age and the relative inexperience.
Dear me. So Dan signed. Hard to believe we have the 4th best defence in the league. Evening, Cabby, get in. Good evening, John. Good player, Scott. I've just had a message saying
talking about all the noise that was in the Riverside during pre-match and during the match.
First win on Teesside since Cup win in 2012. Our first league win at Borough since 2005. And somebody said tonight, It's the first double over Middlesbrough since 1962. That's mental, isn't it?
Caught him on the counter-attack.
Yeah.
The ball, we've got 2 against 1.
Yes.
The ball goes to Paveda,
yes.
and what does he do?
He falls
over
it.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure.
That could be
what happened there.
Unbelievable. You know.
It wasn't a great it wasn't a great 30 seconds of football that from both teams. It was one of them that they're showing a video, where everything went wrong for
David Graham. Yeah,
it's one of those old Dave Bacon narrated videos. Yeah.
We're doing go on.
Great win tonight, says simple as that. David from Durham, fantastic result. Busted after the first 25 minutes. Isidore Lefay and Dan Neil were fantastic. That's from David in Durham. Paula says, excellent win. What we need now.
Did Paveda get injured when he fell over on the ball?
Hopefully, the Borough own goal is a turn in our luck roll on Saturday. She says, we'll have a chat to Paul, who's waiting on the line in a moment. What were you going to say, Marco?
No, I was going to say the celebrations were quite long and deep there. There was a little bit of... it got a little bit crass, but they didn't quite have the full team photo with the canteen staff and the marketing. We kept our dignity compared to some teams.
They might go and take one in the dressing room now. You don't know. And Paul, good evening.
Leeds will totally hammer the Mackems, and you will not even get in the playoffs final. No way. Says Linda. Are you a mag by any chance, Linda?
Quite slowly. And came into it. Got a little bit of luck, but that's fine. But I think what Marco said is quite interesting. I mean, I say to my son that Sunderland are like the Tottenham of the Championship. They've got a bit of this soft underbelly, and I think Marco's quite right to kind of point it out. We'll concede some crass goals, but I'll tell you what though. There was points where I was looking at us during the first half and the second half, and we're really good to watch. We're very easy on the eye, and we've got some really good players. And I'm not just saying this because we beat Middlesbrough, but I thought we were a much better team than Middlesbrough. I didn't think Middlesbrough had that kind of.
The man of the match was a different class.
We do. So although we do have this soft underbelly, we are very good to watch at times, and. The likes of Isidore and Lefay and Job are really good.
She's a troll cabbie with stripes, just let them
I think,
play.
Paul, I think it's something which we're getting used to, especially away from home, the way Sunderland start the game, just slowly but surely grow into it. We talk about Burnley when we played against Burnley. You look at the first 20-25 minutes, they were full of energy, Burnley. But slowly, we're a slow burner. We slowly played our way in the game, and in the end, we got on top. And it's the same thing happened tonight against Middlesbrough. Yeah. We didn't. We was a slow. They started
Linda, you barred. Sod off. I didn't need attitude. Bye.
Bit tempo.
Go and do something.
As the game went on,
play with your leg or something.
Played themselves into the game, and once especially in the second half, they were on top.
It's all right. You won't see Linda again. Honest to God, can't be done with it.
Sorry, if I could just say,
can't be done with it.
Was utter class, mind. The ball through, and then Isidore's finish. Marco, you would have been proud of that one.
He wouldn't have done that. Well, just smashed it, wouldn't you, Marco?
I did put a couple of goalkeepers on their backsides over the years, but it was a nice finish. It was very good. Yeah, I mean, we don't. It's something that's you don't see in the games.
You're right, Nat.
Just
can't be bothered with idiots like
the old days with the offside trap. But Isidore's had a few, and he's good at them, isn't he? When he gets through one-on-one.
Yeah, he showed great poise, great balance. And Paul, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks very much.
Good to speak to you. Speaking of good finishes, Ryan Giles, he won't want to see that again.
Oh, I mean, what a finish!
Because it seemed to catch him by surprise, but it was one that
you'd be sticking with me till 11 o'clock. We're going to see if we get any more players through the door tonight.
His feet out, did he?
Friday put it down to a bad touch. He's had a bad touch.
Yes, very bad.
Well done, Cabbie. Well done, Cabbie says.
It hit him right on the bony bit of his ankle, didn't it? Yes. It flew in, absolutely flew in. But it was
swings in roundabouts.
It is. If you have we did have a lot of attacking threat in that final third. Sometimes we slow it down a little bit too much, allow them to get men in the box. but the times when we, cut through them quickly and play
Hello.
those through balls.
Yeah.
I mean, Lefay's touch. I mean, it was a horrible.
Hold on a second.
pass
Hold on a
night.
second.
He's
Hold on.
looped it up in the air.
It's
It's about 30 yards in the air. He's come down. He's took it on his on the run on his heel.
How are you doing? Can you hear us all right, mate?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Aye. Oh, God. What's your name again? Is that Dougie?
It's John.
Oh, it's John. John, how you doing, John? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Aye, good. So what did you think of that win then? Like, yeah, your line's a lot better now, like.
Good result.
Good result, aye. So we're listening to John. Well, what's your name, John? Do you want to introduce yourself? You're live on the MACKEM CABBIE show.
I can't hear you, Cabby.
Eh?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear?
Yep.
Aye. So what did you think of that win then?
Good result. I'm over and round. Over the Premiership.
Oof. We made a hard work of it though, didn't it?
Yeah.
My God, we need to tighten up at the back though, didn't we? It's a must we tighten up at the back, like.
Yeah, where I watch it, right? You need to put pressure on the middle, on the striker.
Yeah.
Then 09 need to tell the player to work up it.
Yeah, I don't know what 09's doing, to be quite honest with you. I just don't know what he's playing at.
Yeah.
Because it's like his head doesn't seem to be in the game, does it?
No, I've been told that 09 went to leave Sunderland.
09 wants to leave Sunderland?
Yeah, Sunderland gave it to Sunderland when I gave it to 09.
Oof. There's something not right with 09, like there's something missing, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's something missing massively.
Yeah. I'll go all the one games, right? Yeah, Cabby.
Aye.
The way I watch the game, Sunderland are driving the ball backward, not forward.
Aye, I know. Jeff says 09's not good enough.
Yeah.
Durham Divers says, Cabby, did you see that howler by Carlos Poveda in injury time? What on earth was he doing? He needs to have a word with himself. What happened there? Do you know what he's on about?
I'm not Cabby.
Poveda, did he miss a sitter at the end or something?
When I watched it, I think he went over when he scored.
Right.
That's all I know from.
Is that what it was? Was it he fell over?
Yeah.
Ah. Is that Gaza you've got on, Cabby? No, it's John. He's a Sunderland fan. He was in the chat before. He said, so some of the fans saying you sound like Gaza. It's definitely not. Cabby. It's definitely not Gaza.
No, it's German.
Aye, Sunderland. People say you're sounding like.
No. No.
Oh, dear man. But how were you feeling when it was 2-2?
Oh, devastated.
Gutted. I know. It was like all the hard work undone, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So do you think we're going to get anybody in the next hour transfer deadline day?
I think we get Jack Clark back. I think.
You think we'll get Jack Clark back?
What do you think?
Ooh, I don't know. A lot of fans say that's dead in the water. That like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Richard Newton says he tripped over the ball. He was open goal, 3 yards clear. Dougie says, nice to hear you, John. You're welcome to come on, Dougie, if you want to join us, mate. Feel free.
Yeah.
09 played well tonight, man. How? Is that what he did? He fell over, Poveda.
Yeah, yes, he did.
What did he trip over like?
I'm got a clue. I'm got a clue, Cabby.
Jayden Dance signs new Liverpool contract before loan move to Sunderland.
If we keep playing well with one, Cabby, right, we end up in the playoffs.
I know. I mean, look, I say we were like fortunate, right, to get that to get that draw today. But like I say, you've still got to put them under pressure, haven't you?
Yeah. We need Ballard to play. when they Mundo the player, when they Brown the player.
Yeah.
Then play, what call him? He was just signed. He played in reserved.
Oh, yes, I know who you mean.
When he didn't give him a good game.
But why isn't he playing? Why isn't he playing Ballard though? That's what I didn't understand.
And what colour, Cabby? No, Cabby, one live stream on YouTube. It's not showing face up. It's not showing up.
I don't know. It's just there has to be a reason why. I catch you later, Packer.
Cabby, no one on YouTube channel. On YouTube.
Aye.
It's not showing up.
What was not showing up on YouTube?
My face.
Oh, was it?
Not.
Was it not?
No.
My phone's just gone on the blink. We've had bugs tonight. I can't believe the Sunderland commentary. The Sunderland commentary went down. Seriously, for God's sake.
Yeah.
There'll be hell on with that. Like, I mean, they've had problems with that all the time.
Oh, I got carrying on in chat, no Rosie.
Uh-huh.
I know from when I used to play football.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize their voice.
I think so. I don't know. We're just gonna disconnect you a second there, mate. We're just gonna see what try and get your line sorted out, okay?
Okay, Kevin.
Okay, mate, hold on. Yeah, I don't know what's up with John's line there, like, but it's not the best at all. You'll have to get a better microphone on that. I don't think anybody can really hear you. Pavida looking for the penalty. I just don't understand why though. Weird. YouTube. Pavida, I've heard about tripping over a matchstick. That was ridiculous. Clear on goal and he fell over. Shoelace. Right, I'm off. Bye. See you, Packer. You can get the commentary on Freeview. Yeah, I'm going to get the... see if I can get this thing on. So, are Sunderland actually going to get anyone then? Are they going to get someone? You can get the commentary on Freeview or DAB. Yeah, I mean, if it's on like Radio Newcastle, you won't be able to get it. Yeah, Johnny, you need to sort your line out, mate. I've tried listening before, mate. It's a terrible line. Can hardly hear you, to be honest with you, mate. So whether or not we're going to sign someone. Anyway, I'm going to wonder who we are going to be bringing in. My phone's froze. I don't know what is going on with it. I can't do anything until my battery runs flat. Ever since I installed ITV4, ITV player, my phone's gone on the blink. You need to try and find a better microphone, mate. That's what you need to do. Find a better microphone. You think Dan's will be it? Possibly. We'll probably hear news of that. There's been nothing but bugs tonight. The SCFC commentary's been up and down, on and off, on and off. My phone's now gone on the blink. It's totally jammed. It's like I've got gremlins following me tonight. Doubt we'll get any more in before the deadline. No, I think you could be right. Deadline day special. Dan's had his medical at the Academy of Light early today and will sign a new contract at Liverpool before joining Sunderland on loan. Maybe a Dinga Cabby. I don't think so. I really don't think so at all. I mean, there's a lot of Sunderland fans confident that now it's going to happen. Yeah, Adinga's refused to come. He definitely has. With a shadow of a doubt. But I'm going to end the stream now because my phone's froze. I can't get access to any information at the minute. I don't know what is going on. We've had bugs tonight. And any videos, I will keep you updated. So thanks everybody for tuning in. And any more signings, I'll let you know. Love yous all and leave yous all. I will see you later.